out to our sponsors. We would first like to thank the Ramirez family for being our biggest sponsor and helping us continue to give us the information, motivation, education that we need in our community. Next, we would like to thank SoCal Tattoo out of Tarzana, California. SoCal Tattoos, where all your tattoo needs will be met. Go out there and check them out and let them know AC sent you. And last but definitely not least, Rockstar Plumbing Company out of Chatsworth, California. You can reach them at 818-814-3044 for all your plumbing needs. And now, without further ado, let the show begin. It's going to get your buff right there, boo-boo.
Yeah, give me that beat, baby. Oh. Yeah, Chris is feeling it. Yeah.
Like this, bro. Not like that, bro.
What is the fucking Elon Musk said? The meme going around where it's like when you're so proud of your boy, you give him the.
Speaking to the mic, bro. Speaking to the mic.
We're
gonna train
Give
him
him that hand, bro.
yeah, but that one started.
We're giving him that
salute.
Train Matt one of these days.
Huh?
I'm just gonna have one.
Is Mike's Matt? I mean, is Matt's mic on? It sounds very low, which is actually pretty good. Maybe.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me hear you, Matt.
You can hear me.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
I can hear the sound go. All right, so I'm making sure. Hopefully, we're live, Chris. I haven't seen a comment come in yet because when Chris does this to me, I see him sometimes. Now we're good. All right.
No comment.
There you go. Mike. That's all you need.
That's right, Anthony
Oh,
Cruz.
Mike.
Tell her.
It's Tuesday already, huh?
Tuesday, man. I couldn't wait, man. It was like, damn, these Tuesday fucking
They're pretty
podcasts, they're getting fun.
Yeah, they're fun,
You know,
bro.
It was like, damn, I was already like on Sunday, like, damn, okay, I already gotta get ready for Tuesday.
Yeah.
You gotta use the coaster.
Where'd you
for
go
that,
Sunday?
bro.
You went to Gotta use something the last weekend,
Coaster,
huh?
bro.
Oh, Saturday was my grandma's 90th, and then Sunday I went riding.
Didn't you go somewhere and run into like a bunch of people or something like that?
Oh yeah, well, I went riding on Sunday, and
I got assless chaps on your new motorcycle.
That's
you know,
he kicks it,
yeah, yeah, 'cause it was cold. Yeah, the medium, hell yeah, boy, yeah. Hell yeah, but yeah, I got caught in the rain on the 60. Like, fuck, man, that shit.
Oh,
Hell yeah, because this just started raining. I got caught in like there was like sections, you know.
you were that poor guy.
Oh yeah, I was all wet and shit.
Oh, you have to wear a helmet. You have a helmet.
Yeah.
I was calling him to go to Santa Fe this weekend. He's like, "No, I can't do it." Oh, did you go?
Yeah,
No, I didn't. It wouldn't have raining.
No, we gotta go to.
but no, it was cracking on Santa Fe this weekend.
but
Yeah, because they had
It was
that.
raining though.
Yeah, but it was still cracking because they
Was
had
it really?
Yeah, they had that. They had a special event there with some.
Yeah, me and my
singer.
boy Harm were supposed to go, but
that body event. or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that?
yeah,
That was
yeah,
just-
yeah,
that was
no.
Maybe.
Friday night is the cover bands. Friday night is always good.
Yeah.
We're like 80s, like Cure cover bands, Smith, Depeche Mode,
Yeah, see,
Chili
I like all
Peppers.
that. I don't like all that.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on, homie. Don't
all that
start
new
with.
Boy, the
wave.
festival's banging, bro.
Come on, bro.
man.
You tattooed a song by them on me.
So do I still don't like
your-
it?
Here on my hip. I got.
Yeah, I like heavy
I got
metal. Heavy
Blasphemous
metal, we
Rupert.
don't like that
Yeah.
shit.
So, but I was weird growing up. I was into gothic punk rock mixed with some new wave.
I can see that.
I snuck
Yeah, see,
around.
we used to beat you guys.
I
up
snuck
back
around
in
and
the day.
listened to Skid Row and Bon Jovi, and
this is
because
bad.
you know the new wave gothers weren't allowed to listen to the butt rockers. The butt rockers couldn't listen to metal, and the stoners like there was all those little weird groups. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah, mind you, I was graffiti and a gang at the same time. I was all fucked up.
You were butt rocking.
I was
Man,
gangbanging
man.
with I was gangbanging with eyeliner
He was
on.
butt
Yeah,
banging.
butt bang.
What the hell?
Are you a butt banger,
I didn't know
boy?
about that until I was an adult.
When you figured it out.
Hey, tomorrow is the deadline, bro.
Deadline for what?
Tomorrow is the deadline.
What, for-
May 7th, bro. You
For-
guys haven't heard of
no,
May 7th?
no, no.
Oh,
Let
the
me for the ID, the real
You
ID.
guys know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
They're saying you can still fly.
Yeah, but they're gonna like interrogate you.
What's that? What's your
my
mom
mom found it is air travelers without real ID to face extra screening, but will be allowed to fly for now. The
Yeah,
Department of
see?
Homeland
Yeah.
It's because a lot of Americans ain't gonna get it,
Well,
bro.
I have a
I think it's
passport.
bullshit.
You can still
I'm
go
gonna
with
get
the
it next
passport.
time. I gotta
Well, I have a
renew
passport.
my license. That's when I'll get it.
I think it's
You
still
know?
bullshit. Like,
I made the appointment.
why do you need a fucking real ID to go from one state to another? Like,
There's this guy in East LA that does tattoos.
Yeah.
And he be taking fake IDs. Bro.
if you got the real ID, you want to make sure. Yeah.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
That's
Damn.
fine. You know what? I never believed that whole check the ID thing in the first place. 'Cause
Yeah,
I work
it's
in a
bullshit.
tattoo shop.
Yeah.
We have waivers and we're supposed to do it every time, but
Yeah.
sometimes it just
Just say
might
you
not
do,
happen
bro.
or whatever, right?
Don't say you don't.
But so someone in like their own spot, a pad.
Yeah, they sure is not gonna do
They
it.
probably don't even have waivers in there.
Hell no, man. And
Yeah, I never do that for
fuck. I don't even want to go down that fucking rabbit hole.
I
again.
thought you were.
But I
I
was.
thought you were supposed to go on the cruise. When's your cruise? I saw a cruise out there.
No, there was the one that just happened.
This weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
Yeah.
But I got the one for 2026.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
gonna take
yours was
Mohawk
ways
with me.
away.
Yeah, mine's still a year.
I've been
go.
seeing on my TikTok Carnival Cruise keep popping up, and they're,
Yeah,
and they're
they-
giving it a bad look because all the morenos out there partying. But I'm like, that's the same thing that cruise is like, the one you guys are going
I
to.
don't care who's partying. That shit looks fun.
Everybody's deep, having a good time.
Oh yeah, there's no fighting there on there. Like I seen one fight. That was the first one I ever went on. But
Really?
they throw you in the cruise jail and shit. And you're there
They
all
have a little
weekend.
jail in there?
Yeah, they do. And they put you in there, and that's it. You're done.
You know what? The
You-
Coliseum has a little jail.
yeah,
in there,
yeah.
too.
You ain't coming out till like.
Almost said the
fucking-
Norteños rolled deep last
Oh
year.
yeah, they did,
It's called the
bro.
brig.
Really?
Yeah, either they have always ran deep, or this last time I went, they were actually flamed up. You know, so I don't know
Were
if
they
they
tripping, though?
Huh?
Like-
No. They were just one did actually. One was.
Oh, you said one was trying to
yeah,
trip,
one
huh?
was for yeah.
He was
Fuck,
feeling
what happened?
himself.
Yeah, I think he got crazy. Some dude. Fuck, man, I forget
But you
what
sure
he
they
was
were
from.
Norteños, not like red.
No,
they
they're
were straight.
they're northern.
They'll put you in the
yeah,
brig on
because
the ship, though.
some of them,
They
a
have
lot
a
of them,
jail.
some of them even came up to me and took pictures with me. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I had to make sure I put on my LA hat. You know, because they were all flamed up, homie.
I should have gone.
You
I'm so
know,
upset
so
that I didn't
but
take
yeah,
advantage of it.
but nobody's tripping. But one was. He was kind of like.
Well, it's always with the booze, bro.
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
wrong-
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not Mally.
Yeah,
probably
but I don't know if they were like always there and just now they got comfortable.
Yeah,
You know?
and now they just put their.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, there was a lot of them last time.
But nobody.
But nobody, nah, hell no.
Everybody there to party, have a good
Well,
time.
and you pay so much to get on these fucking things,
Yeah.
dude. So it's not like you're gonna
wanna
wait.
pay all
You're
that
gonna
money
waste
to get
$4
thrown
grand to
into-
get thrown in jail for the whole
boat
weekend.
jail.
But if
Yeah.
you want to go on a cruise where you're just parlaying,
Oh, like a regular
That's
cruise?
not
Go
the
to
one you wanna go to, right?
no, dude.
This is like Vegas on wheels.
dude.
I mean,
on
on-
steroids, homie. Like, fuck, dog.
Vegas
Like, on
water.
yeah, just dude, because like once you get out 7 miles, then the casinos open up.
Yeah.
You know, the bands are start playing, and it's just, dude, from the moment you walk onto that ship to the moment you walk off,
You're
you're
partying,
drinking.
huh?
You're drinking. You're partying. You're either in one of the
Pineapple-
nightclubs or
pineapple-
you're doing pineappling. Yeah, you know, or you know, they got like 2 or 3
No, I
concerts
should've
going on at
gone.
one
He gave me
time.
the
and-
opportunity. I should have gone. I kicked myself in the ass.
Is it too late?
Yeah, it doesn't matter why, but let's just say it didn't work
Yeah.
out this time. Next
Nah,
time,
you have to jump in with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Wait, don't say it like that.
Pineapple.
though.
Pineapple.
Yeah, you're gonna pineapple. You're gonna have to sleep on the couch, buddy.
And me and Boo Boo wearing fucking pineapple tiger shorts, holding hands to get into a room.
pineapple
Then we
now,
go our own
with
way.
me, though. Isn't
Then we
it
go our own
girl?
way.
Yeah, what?
Isn't your girl going with you?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't think so.
It was an old movie, Adam Sandler, bro. Old movie. I forgot which one it was. But it was the white guy. He used to be on SNL. He did the
Well, that doesn't narrow it down.
no wait.
Yeah.
He did the movies with Tommy Boy. Remember Tommy Boy? He
Oh,
passed away.
Chris Farley.
Yeah, but who
Yeah.
was the other one? There was
Fat dude, right?
yeah. Chris Farley was the big guy.
The skinny guy.
Yeah, skinny guy. His sidekick was in that movie, and I hadn't seen it. I was like, oh shit! It was like from 2016. It was funnier than crap, right?
Yeah.
But there was one scene they go out and party, and that skinny dude, which Chris will give me the name right now. What's his name, Chris? Come on.
Dana Carvey?
Yes.
Yeah. Now I know the skinny dude.
They
Yeah.
did a Carvey and Papi from Carlitos Way.
Yeah.
They're having a threesome, bro.
Oh.
And he's looking at Papi. Papi's like, bro, stop looking at me. Man.
Yeah, don't look in my eyes, fucker.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
And then
Oops, it was David Spade.
David
Spade.
Spade.
Oh,
David
David
Spade,
Spade,
okay.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go, Anthony.
What's up, Lonnie Cruz?
Yeah,
Yeah, Lonnie Cruz was
and then
cracking.
Papi takes off to go to the bathroom. So this guy gets
Yeah.
the girl on top of him, and then Papi walks back up. Oh, bro, he's something all bad, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
bad.
You gotta be.
I've never done that. I don't think I could do that with a homie.
You
That's-
can do that, bro.
I can't.
You
What,
can do that,
threesome?
bro.
I'm weird, but I'm not
You
that
can do
weird.
that,
I don't
bro.
think I could do it.
You can do it, bro.
No, because there's a lot of
Just
angles.
don't
you have
make
to work.
eye contact and don't cross
Yeah,
swords, bro.
Groupie, please
don't
don't.
cross
Please
swords.
don't.
It's very easy,
I don't know
bro.
nothing about
It's
none
very
of that.
easy.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
rules
there's
are.
some things you can't unsee. You know what I mean, Gil? You just can't.
Look,
Can't unsee.
Talking about the conversation we had last week.
Oh, shout out to the homie Big Dirk Giggler from Laguna Beach.
Yeah. Well, look at that fool, bro.
Yeah.
Dirk.
What do you take the showers for? Just go ahead. Look at it already, bro.
Imagine being, no, we don't have to talk about that. Anyways, there's some things you can't unsee.
You
with
can't
your-
unsee?
What if your homie makes a weird noise or a weird face? You never forget it.
I told you, don't look at him, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
impossible. You're in the close quarters. I don't want your
Look
stuff.
at the girls. Don't look
Bro,
at
imagine if some of your stuff got on me. I would freak the fuck out.
So unprofessional, man. So unprofessional. Boo
not a
doesn't
porn
work.
star.
Boo doesn't work in a profession.
Yeah,
Boo
yeah,
doesn't do
yeah.
professional.
Because I know why most of those guys in porn do that because they're all really gay on the side. They do gay porn.
I don't know.
That's where the money's at, bro.
Yeah, no,
But they're not gay. That's where the money's at, bro.
yo, what do you mean they're not gay? We're
They're
gonna
only
have this
gay for the
conversation
45
again?
minutes.
Yeah, they're only gay
Yeah,
for
for 45
We need
minutes.
to have the bisexual
They're
talk
actors,
again.
bro. They're actors, bro.
Do we have to have the bi talk
They're
again?
bi- that's gay,
There's
bro.
no such thing as bi for men. That,
Nah, you
it doesn't
gay or
work.
not.
No, I
Yeah.
think it is though.
No, if you grab swipe, you're
I'll tell you
swiping.
why. I'll tell you why.
No.
Because you're a straight man, you say that. If you ask a homosexual man
Yeah.
that only likes men, he's gonna tell you, I'm gay.
Yeah.
That guy likes both, so that's why we consider him bi, bro. Because there's gay guys too.
Yeah, but if
No,
you're gonna reach
according-
for a fucking
if you're
man guy,
reaching for
you're
a
gay.
fucking yeah,
No, I mean,
come back to the
Only if
guy
you
side.
swallow, you're gay. Only if you swallow,
Now you're in
you're
the
gay.
LGB world at that.
Oh, cool.
You're not on the guy world ever again. You're never at the construction barbecue.
Yeah, right.
you're a gay motherfucker.
You're not getting bi is not straight, bro. Bi is
That's
not
what I'm
straight
saying. Like,
whatsoever.
hell no.
you pull up to the boys podcast and we're barbecuing fucking beef jerky and shit on the grill, and your bisexual ass pulls up thinking you're grabbing the meat stick. Nah, homeboy, get over in that lane, player. Go to
Go to the corner.
Who's gonna come over here and try to
Yeah,
grab
I
any
don't,
of us?
yeah, I don't think nobody's trying to come over and grab you, bro.
I didn't say me. I'm just
Yeah, don't have any of this conversation.
pull up in a man's room.
Nobody calls me babe.
If every Thursday,
my meat, bro.
if every Thursday night you got some swipe on your mind, you're not in the man's bar. I'm sorry.
Only Tuesday nights, bro.
Only because it's Tuesday. You're trying to justify it because it's on Tuesday.
So what do we got on the docket, Chris? Let's see what we got on the docket today. Pick one up there. Let's see what you
Which
got.
one?
What's up, Chad? How you guys doing? Hope all is well.
What you got on deck?
Yeah, what you got on deck?
We could just call this utter nonsense day.
We just
and
lost 2
keep going.
subscribers thanks to my ass.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, put that guy up real quick. Do you guys remember this jackass from Venezuela that he would sit there and say, "Oh, listen, I come to United
yeah,
States,
yeah,
I make
yeah,
this
yeah.
money,
Yeah.
Okay.
I put
Oh,
people
yeah.
on the
Go in
squad."
their house and
Yeah,
go in their house and
then
don't get
he's
out.
like, "My babies, this is America." So he was the one that was the face of Venezuela for a
Okay.
good chunk when everybody was coming over, and
Yeah.
they hated Venezuelans because of this
Because
guy.
of this guy.
So he's in the hospital.
No, he's brain dead, bro.
What?
Someone fucked him up.
Yeah, they beat him down in prison.
Trump's people got him?
No, he got deported to Venezuela. This was about a month ago.
shit.
When he was getting deported, they had to separate him because the guys in the plane were talking so much shit to him and wanted to beat him up because they're like, because you burnt the spot, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He did
I
burn
didn't-
the
he
spot.
did burn
Yeah.
the spot.
Talking like I was even like, man, fuck this dude.
Yeah,
You know
fuck
what I
you
mean?
for
Like,
doing that, dude.
yeah.
So now he's brain dead.
He's brain dead. Yeah, Venezuela, they say that pretty much he's
done.
dead, bro. It's
Well, I
nothing
mean, in
over
all
there.
honesty, let's look at the man. The man looks like he might be in that group we were just talking about
Right?
anyway.
He looked brain dead right there.
He looks like,
You know, I seen his videos. He's like a little fucking wild.
is he
like,
wearing
you know what I
lipstick?
mean?
It looks like he's wearing root.
No, but
I don't know about all that,
he was going viral, having all kind of millions of views, and at the end, they got his ass, bro. He was even saying, "This is my baby. I'm getting money every." I mean, he was just clowning the
You
system.
never seen him,
Yeah.
Mohawk? You never saw him?
Yeah, I remember when it
Because he
popped
was
up.
like, "This is just go in the house." And
I
take
saw it
don't
on the
get out."
news. They were showing it
You
on
know,
the news that I
at
watched
your
in the
house.
morning.
Yeah,
was
they
giving
got that
game.
fool. They got that fool.
got him, huh?
They broke him down, bro.
Hey, you think he's
yeah,
official now?
Yeah, right. He's fucking done, bro.
Lido official.
So they had deported
How
his
official
ass,
are
huh?
you, Playboy?
Yeah, they deported him, and then after that, he grew his hair out. You wouldn't even tell it was him.
Tell it was him, but everybody knows. Yeah, I know.
So over there
Your
was
people know who you are.
who you
Yeah.
burned the spot.
Yeah.
Fool.
So
Got
once
him.
you're brain dead, you're never coming back from that.
No,
right?
brain dead. I'm
Very
pretty sure
rare.
It's very
Very
rare.
rare, bro.
Yeah.
Very rare. Like when you have no, because in other words, they put the thing. There's no
There's no
activity.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I know a couple guys that work there. I'm sure I put the brain scan on them.
He's
There-
got
there'd be no
yeah,
activity,
they were
bro.
questioning. It was
I know a
questionable.
couple guys that work,
Right?
bro, but we're not gonna say no names, homeboy. There you go, homie. Curtis Jackson just broke it down for you. Listen, libertarians are bisexual. They just keep switching between liberals and conservatives.
Libertarians are bisexual.
That's funny. That's actually a good one. That's actually a good one. All right, what else we got, Chris? What's on deck there? So that guy, yeah, sorry, but his luck, bro.
Section 8 ending.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
There's
a big
another
one.
program though.
That's a big one. That's a big one. Yeah, let's do it.
Section 8, huh?
Can you read that out for us, Chris?
Yes, sir. President Trump's 2026 budget proposal would effectively dismantle and end the Section 8 housing program.
Now, what
Yeah,
does that
about
mean?
fucking
Wait,
time.
Wait,
Different
go on in.
program that's
One
gonna,
mic,
like,
boys. One mic, boys. There you go. There you go. See how that works?
What does that mean?
Section 8 housing.
Oh,
It help-
describe ending it. What would that entail? Because
Well,
that's
here's
confusing.
the thing. So I seen a little bit about this on some YouTube shit. You know, some of the
Yeah.
political shit. And yeah, they're supposed to end Section 8, but they're going to have a different program that basically does the same thing, but you can't get like a lot of, they're cutting fraud out and shit like that.
So are they going to transfer the people from Section 8 to this new program?
Yeah, supposedly. And I don't really know that much about it, but I
Section-
did see they had some.
Section 8 is where pretty much the government is paying for a good chunk of your rent, bro.
Yeah,
The
like
government-
80% of
you
your
low
rent.
income homes. They put you in low income
and
homes.
then they pick up the bill.
Because some of my friend that was just here, he has one, and it's a fucking amazing home in North Hollywood.
Yeah, I was just going to say
They're not fucking
all
crap.
low income.
No.
But most of the time it's wherever
I think exactly what Drews was saying. They want to pull it out where it's not anymore the federal government. The federal government just give you guys money. So every state will have their own style of whatever the Section 8 program is.
California ain't going to give it to nobody. They'll just let you live on the street.
The argument was, well, what if the state doesn't give them the money?
Yeah,
And the
California, you think they're
federal
going to give them the
government's like,
money?
I don't know what to tell you about that.
Well,
You
here's
know
one
what
of the
I mean?
things
'Cause
I
look
had-
at Newsom. He fucked off all that homeless money. Like, what if he
Well,
fucked up?
here's one of the things I
with
say,
that
and I
money?
say this with kid gloves again.
Put 'em up.
Yeah, let's see, kid gloves.
Look,
Blow everybody up.
I think everyone. I mean, there's a lot of people that do deserve that, but then again, you get a lot of the women. That
Hoods.
you get the the women.
You got a thing for the women. Everything.
No, because I
Both of these guys, bro.
Charlie, Holmes, Charlie. I know.
Seen the
I don't
Notebook?
tolerate
Come
that
on.
bullshit.
Chris?
Have you guys seen The Notebook?
Fuck that whore. You little fucking whore. Actually, it was on the other day. Why you do that shit? Yeah, it was on like 2 days ago. So I had to refresh my memory.
What I'm saying
Yeah, I
is,
did.
there's a lot of people that I have personal friends that program helps them, lets them able to work. They
What,
get a
the
decent-
Notebook?
My whole neighborhood. My whole neighborhood section.
No, I mean,
Oh,
like,
Section A.
I have a lot of friends who that Section 8 program helps them. I have some friends who are very responsible. It helps them have a safe place for their family and shit while they go to work. However, there are the fucking OnlyFans moms that get their titties done and their nails done and their lips done.
But most of them are loaded. They're not living in Section 8.
You'd be surprised how many of them have
I would
Section
be
8.
surprised.
You would,
I would
trust
be
me.
surprised.
That's why I'm on their bumper,
them-
because it ain't right.
Like, you know that
It's
building
not
on
right.
Topanga, like around Victory or something?
Yeah.
And it's like a nice ass, big
Yeah.
ass, like,
All Section A in there?
no, it's all like the OnlyFans people.
Oh,
Yeah, but no, but look,
And
hold on.
that
But let's
building,
step-
that's the one of the ones with the gym in it, a bar.
But let's
in it.
step.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about OnlyFans. I'm talking about. There's a lot of these people that abuse the Section 8. Like you don't like if
like anything else though.
yeah, but it's garbage because we pay for that. I have to pay $6 a month. I don't want to give you $6 a month towards your section.
Well, no,
Like,
it should be
you know what I mean?
where
Like, it's-
No.
they're saying off the top the federal government wants to get rid of it.
They
If
need to
you're
monitor.
if you're an able-bodied person and you can work, you're not elderly, you're not.
Yeah, okay,
That's
yes.
the other thing. They're
Yeah.
gonna
You
make you
should.
qualify for this.
Yeah, you
more
should
than-
qualify
yeah.
because
Even
that's all
welfare,
good.
you should.
It sounds like I'm downing, but I'm not. In reality, like you said, number one, if you're able to work, homeboy, get to work.
Yeah,
I don't want to have to pay money for people
If
to
you're-
go on a program.
If you're young and all that, I think it's a great program. To get
Young
you
would be like, say,
started.
from 18 to like 40.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
but
you know?
as long as
you're
as long as
able
it's
to
not
work.
something that, if you're able to work, as long as it's not something that it's gonna be a crutch for you and for the rest of your life, you're going.
Well, a lot of
So
people
that's-
make it that crutch.
that's
They
good
get on when they're
a
young.
lot of people get stuck on it, like
Yeah.
it becomes a crutch. They're never off. And it's
Yeah,
like,
and then they
dog,
just
it's
keep
like
having
30 years.
kids.
Come
You
on,
know what? Like,
there should
we're
be a
talking about the
timeline.
money,
There should
right?
be like a line
Well,
where they
that's
say,
a-
okay, we're going to give you 3 years. So just so you know, you have 3 years to use this as a safe place to get your shit together. It's like a sober living.
This is why
you're
they're
only supposed
doing
to
it.
be here for a few months.
Talking to the
get
mic,
back
buddy.
on-
Talking to the mic.
You're only supposed to be here for a few months or a couple years to get on your feet, and then it's time to go, player.
But this is
But
why they're
didn't
doing
welfare
that.
do
This
that?
is why they're checking out the Section 8
Yeah.
and they're opening up. Like it's basically the same
So
shit.
they're
but
just
like
gonna
what you
remonitor
said,
it.
You're not going to be able to be on it for life.
Yeah.
You got to be if you.
And
can't
again,
work.
I'm not hating on
You know,
people who are down on
so
their
it's
luck,
still gonna
but
be there.
there has to be some sort of end game
That's
so the
what
rest of
they're
us can
doing.
stop paying
They're
for it.
like checking to make it better.
California
lot of-
got this letter right though.
A lot,
California
oh
got
yeah, they ain't
What
gonna
did
pay
you
them,
see
but
the
a lot of people
problem?
like
Like,
these
what did you
things.
see the
A lot
thing with
of
the tickets?
apartment owners like the Section A.
the what tickets?
Newsom's gonna you're gonna depending on your income or your ethnicity, it gets depends on how much you pay for your new speeding ticket.
Oh yeah, that's what they're trying to say.
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
You hear about that?
That's stupid.
So what? Because
Fuck.
because I make money, I get to pay more than the
Yeah,
person
that's
who's
what
not
it is,
They know
stupid.
what you make in the first place.
But that's what they're proposing. Newsom is proposing that
Yeah,
you
that
will
shit
be
ain't gonna
charged.
go. That
That's
shit ain't gonna
horrible.
go. Yeah, that shit ain't gonna
What it
go.
is though, why that is because of my buddies, the Armenian buddies. Shout out to the Armenian buddies.
To the
Op-ed.
op-ed.
Op-ed, yeah.
It's the Oppice fault. You know why?
Yeah, why?
Because the
They're
Oppice got Mercedes Benz. They got money. They, don't
Yeah, they
give
also
fuck.
live in a one-bedroom
I also-
apartment.
I also got a couple of Jewish buddies. Same thing. And my wife's like, "Why do they drive like that?" I said, "Because they can afford a ticket. Because
they can afford a
They
ticket.
can afford the ticket. Like fuck it. What's to you? This
Yeah.
and that. Even though I do that sometimes, but I don't do it as crazy as that you do. But
Yeah.
that's what it comes down to. I think if you did raise it, it would maybe alleviate that a little bit, but no, it makes zero sense to sit there.
No,
and
we
just,
could all
Would be
pay
a
the
deterrent,
same.
but how
Yeah,
do you find
You
out?
don't think so, Chris?
What is he gonna do?
Wait a minute.
You on
Hold on,
call?
hold
Hell
on.
no. Wait a minute.
Chris,
They're gonna look
Chris
at your
is against
W.
us.
Yeah, Chris is all against us.
I say, hey, let them pay.
Why?
Because the rich, when I'm driving Uber 8 hours a day, Mercedes.
I'm not lying, huh, Chris?
Yeah,
They're horrible drivers?
The most expensive cars drive the worst.
Yeah, because they got money to pay the tickets.
I don't
What
drive
does that
bad.
say- what
I
does
got a
that say?
Mercedes.
But here's
So
what
why
does-
should their fines be the same?
Well, what does
Why
that say
not?
about a guy like me that
It's
looks
five-
like
because
I'm
it's
rich,
set
but
for
I'm not?
everyone.
Because driving my car, my big ass Jeep.
Yeah, but you drive horrible, bro.
No, I drive good.
Oh, I
I'm
see you
slow.
cut off people every time
Never.
you leave.
I drive real slow.
You don't look
No,
rich.
but I think it should be a set
No.
price.
Well, I
'cause why
look
should
like I'm a little bit more well off than I am. I mean, you know what I mean? Like if you look at my Instagram account, you probably think I'm balling, but I'm like, fuck. You know, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20, player.
Hey, but you got the IG rich, bro. That's
IG, Rick, you know what that means? A room full of t-shirts. I can't pay my cell phone bill with the t-shirt I advertise for you.
IG rich, bro.
I'm not for it. I'm not for it.
No, I don't think it's
Fuck
right.
no. I don't think it's right because why should I pay more because I drive a Mercedes or I make
Oh, he's the budget.
or my tax
Your
my
income
taxes.
taxes
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
You
I mean, I gotta send my 1040 in,
Hey,
and you know,
the
like no.
Mercedes, the brand new Harley.
Yeah, fuck. I got two Harleys, a 63. I got a Mercedes, the Cruise. Yeah, so why should I pay more?
Yeah.
Because
Because you have
this other person
Yeah.
doesn't want to make more money. Like, no, you can't tell me that shit, homie. I don't know. It's not. But no, fuck it. I don't have a high school education. I can't fucking
worked
read
hard
for
for what you
shit.
did, yeah.
You know, I worked hard to get where I'm at today. I make fucking decent money, as you can see what I fucking buy. I own. You know what I mean? So why should I have to pay more because
that poor
I go
guy,
5
bro.
miles over the
Fuck
fucking
that
speed
poor
limit?
guy, boo.
Fuck that
Have
poor
him
guy.
for
Get your
money.
ass to work, homie. Okay, fuck him. You know, no, because you know I don't have. I think because I don't even. Dude, the last fucking diploma I got was in 8th grade, homie. That was it.
Hey, you didn't get a
know?
kindergarten diploma?
I did. No, I flunked kindergarten. Fuck. I fucking flunked kindergarten, but I got it though. But I did. I took me twice.
We're not even going to talk about kindergarten. I got clowns. I hate that.
LAUSD.
No, but I don't know.
People all around the
He
world.
could have put the round bond to the fucking hole,
Put
bro.
the
Yeah.
triangle
He's
into the
putting the wrong
square.
one. He's putting the
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I could do it, anybody could do it. Eh?
That was real inspiring.
Huh?
That was
That was
inspiring.
inspiring. Yeah, yeah, shit.
Boo, there's,
Fuck,
moments,
yeah.
there's moments where you get so aggressive, it's slightly attractive. I'm like,
Damn.
I told you, bro. I
It's all
told
coming
you.
out.
Hey, babe, you want to go on a cruise with me?
Here we go.
When you talk about the notebook,
Are you talking about the number? You talking that number?
Pineapples in their future, bro.
Yeah, right.
never.
Big
Never.
pineapple.
Oh, man.
Never.
All right, Chris, what else we got? Another one over there. Let's go. Let's see what you got. Hey, so we're before I forget.
Yeah.
What you got? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll say, Hater World. We're gonna be there on Saturday, people.
What time?
What
What time does the show start? 6:30?
About 5:30.
5:30,
Yeah, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, bro. 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
We'll pull up at 6.
Yeah, we'll all be there.
We can go there and bang on that fool right now. Homeboy.
Hell yeah.
That fool got a lot of fades. Homie, I want to ask him every single one. That fool.
Everybody's taking head up ones when we get there.
Yeah. Fool, every other day I see somebody new coming
Everybody's going
out.
to be tired
TV,
by
like,
the time to go in the air.
Damn, bro. So yeah, we're gonna be over there.
Yeah.
What's up, Looks? All right, Chris,
Yeah.
what you got?
Haters
next, buddy?
World.
Gil, what time we got to be at your
Yeah, for
house?
sure. What up,
What
Hater?
time we got to be at your house?
I'll tell you off air, man.
Oh.
Yeah,
Come on.
before, yeah. Bro.
Bar.
All right. This next topic.
So somebody wants to get you, well, they know where to find you.
Yeah.
President Donald Trump announces he's ordering the reopening of Alcatraz prison.
Damn. I don't know, man.
Ooh, look at Donnie, bro.
I don't know. Okay, so say they reopen it, right? You can only fit what 200. I think
No,
they
you
said
fit way
70.
more than that.
But okay, let's just say 2 per cell. 2 per cell. Yeah, there it goes.
How many cells are there? Do you even know? There's got to be.
Well, I know I've been there.
real cells
I've
out
been there. I've
many
actually took
buildings
the
are
tour.
there?
There's
He
one
opened
building.
Alcatraz back in the day.
Beard fucking went. Yeah,
getting
fuck
more and
that.
more.
Boy, do I got a great idea.
No, because I took the tour.
It's gonna hold 700 people, bro.
Is the money even worth it?
Dog, they'll add on to it and they'll make it more. It's not worth it for only 700.
Yeah, but the parking recs make more money on that just selling tickets.
Yeah.
yeah,
have
but
a
the
great
federal
idea.
government got loot.
No,
dog.
but
They're
don't
gonna
divert
give
from
them
the
whatever they
conversation.
want.
Yeah.
That's his
But
Bible.
200,
All right.
750 inmates, I don't think it's
No,
worth it.
they'll put more there.
What you got?
I say we gather all the motherfucking homeless weirdos and drop them in. In Alcatraz, as many swim there with their fucking tents.
As many homeless in North Hollywood, you can't even fit in there.
Let's get back on track. We're talking about Alcatraz, bro.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the homeless right now.
Yeah, but you could
Homeless and
it's a
dead
double-
women. That's
Bro,
put them in solitary confinement in Alcatraz.
they're trying to open Alcatraz. I personally think it'll cost way too much money to
To rebuild it.
you wouldn't have to rebuild it. I don't think they'll let you demo it. First of all, it's got to be historic.
Well, it has to be a historical landmark.
That thing had to be
would
retrofitted.
You have to retrofit.
That
the
is
thing.
old
Yeah.
as fuck.
And
The plumbing.
retrofit a building like that, bro. I've done some in
could-
downtown LA.
You understand? Inmates are going to come in with Title 15 rights. Any housing.
It's going to be federal, dog.
Yeah, but they still have to have up to date plumbing, electricity. It's
Yeah.
all. It's a
Well,
huge
you know what?
ordeal.
I
Yeah.
saw like
But it
a
will
story-
create a lot of drops.
I saw a story earlier
Yeah.
today
And you-
about this, and you had one dude saying that, oh, you can't do it because it's going to be way too much money. Everything you just
Yeah.
said. But then
Plumbing,
there was another guy
electricity.
that was part of Trump's
Yeah.
administration or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, man, it ain't even going to be that
Yeah,
much.
but that
All we
guy-
gotta do
that
is
guy-
this. But he was on the side that wants to
That
do
guy
it.
part of Trump's administration
You know?
has never built nothing in his life.
You
bro.
do understand. There's also the fact that those cells were like psychologically not okay for inmates. Those cells are.
Have you ever been to San
about
Quentin?
that.
They're tiny.
Have you ever
They're
been to
tiny.
San Quentin?
I have not. No.
Dog,
shit,
I've
right?
never seen a cell that small.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. I only laid over there.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I've heard.
Just the walls like this.
I've heard it.
Yeah,
It's
you
bad,
know what I
yo,
mean?
it's bad.
I was
It's
in
like,
there like, how do
it's-
motherfuckers do
yeah.
time? Like, how do you work out with your celly? Like, there's
Yeah.
no room
There's
in
no
that.
room.
Yeah, there's not. No.
I never
The
seen
mattress
that.
will still
Well, the
fall
off
off
ones in
the wall.
Alcatraz
Coming
are.
from Pelican Bay,
Yeah.
but the cells are huge.
Well, the South in Alcatraz are pretty big.
That's a good one.
Smiley Alcatraz.
Smiley from Minnesota says, make a trans president, call it Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I know about the concrete thing. That's what you need to do there. You would literally have to go to every single wall, drill an epoxy, and make it wider, shotcrete it, because those walls they're destroyed already.
Yeah, saltwater.
The
Yeah.
plumbing.
Just alone,
the plumbing
the-
How
problem-
many cell
the
blocks
pipes
are
are
there?
probably
No,
rusty.
you're gonna be looking
Maybe 50 too high.
you're gonna be looking at a
So
retro-
just one building?
Yeah,
Or is
well,
there
that building right
multiple
there.
cell
Well, that
blocks?
building right there.
And that's the only
two-
one.
I think it's
that's
like an
two
L.
stories.
No, I think
No,
it's like an
no,
L.
no. That's just the one lane with cells, and then and then the cells
Was
on
it
top.
5 tiers?
Yeah,
5
I think
tiers?
it was only
No, I think it
three
was-
tiers.
It was a minimum of 3 tiers, I think.
Yeah, because them old ones.
But you
have-
understand, you understand the plumbing, the electricity. They have now. There's features that the inmates are entitled to have, like electricity in their cells, TVs in their cells. Now, do you
Well, not
understand?
necessarily.
It's a huge ordeal.
It would be an ADX type person.
But it would, yeah.
It would have to be.
But it would
They
create
would-
a lot of
they would-
jobs.
I think they
That's
would
a lot
maybe
of jobs.
fix what they got there and add on to it because they can't tear that shit down.
Yeah,
It's
you know
historic,
how
like what
hard it is to
everybody said.
build in that place, bro? Like, logistic wise, like, all right,
basically
yo,
have to tear
we
down
gotta
and start
pour
over.
concrete over there. How are we gonna get
That
concrete
was
over
one
there?
of the things they were talking
you
about.
gotta-
You know
ferry
what?
it-
Yes,
ferry
one
it
of the
over there?
things
Yeah,
they were
come on.
talking about is
Ferry
they know
everything
how
over
to
there.
travel over water better.
Oh, that's
in
no big deal.
60s or whatever.
That's
you
no
know?
big deal,
But
but
that
you-
was one of their big points. in
Yeah,
the
but
thing,
I, I think it's just don't beat the throwing some shit out. See what Trump does. And I said this on the live yesterday. He's a master guy to stay relevant. So he'll throw out some crazy shit.
Yeah,
If you're thinking about it, get everybody talking about
Yes,
it.
you can talk about it, bro. He's
Oh,
Go ahead, buddy, go
well,
ahead.
it's totally different, but
pineapple.
yeah. No, I was watching an episode on MSNBC, and he was saying that he's not going for a third term. I'm doing my 4 years and I'm out.
Yeah, no, he already said that.
Yeah.
Hey, but he's gangster. He goes to MSNBC, CNN.
Yeah, he goes to all of them.
Dog,
Well,
he's
first of
already
all-
had like a million press conferences. You know what I mean?
I thought something that made me like. Yes, I voted for the guy, but I mean, if he tried to run for a third term, I'd be like, "Come on, that's."
Oh, yeah,
I,
you're
I would be
tripping,
like,
bro.
"No, you're tripping, dog." Like,
But
that's
he wouldn't be
bullshit.
running for a third term.
Well, he
Let's
can't.
just say
He
that'd
shouldn't be able to.
No, he's not. Let's just say
he can't.
no. Let's just.
Yeah.
But how he would get it.
He can't. If he got it, that's wrong.
No,
That
because
shouldn't
he
happen.
would.
He's
JD
too
Vance would
old,
go.
dog. He's too
JD
old.
Vance would go for
JD
it,
Vance
get
is gonna
it,
come
and
back.
then he would come in as a vice president, and then JD Vance would give it up.
I see. I
And
think
then
that
he would be
too
it.
much. Like
Yeah,
for
it's
all
too
of us who
much.
have backed him up, if
Yeah.
you did that, I would be like, "Damn, dog."
No, he's not
you
gonna
made
do
this
that.
look
But there's so many people. There's so many supporters for him though. That would be like. He has a
But yeah,
lot of
that chick,
supporters.
what was her name? Kristen Welker, the MSNBC chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he did an interview with her.
Yeah.
And she brought it up, and he kind of won her over in that interview. Too.
Really?
Yeah, you could see that.
was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
trip. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
cussed you out.
yeah, because she's usually banging on him.
Who,
you know.
we need to look up what he just saw. He just sat. See if you can find a small clip where Trump sat down with the Prime Minister of Canada.
I seen that today. Trump's Trump.
Trump's gangster.
Trump
Yeah,
ain't
he-
playing,
he-
dog.
yeah,
That
yeah,
fool,
yeah.
Yeah,
he was
dog
like
ain't-
sitting there belittling this fool, and the whole time like with a smile and real
Yeah.
nice. And that dude was burning up. You could tell he didn't want to go out like Zelensky did.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But he was getting at him like that. But just low key.
Yeah.
Low key. I was watching
JD
it. I
Vance
was
in
like,
there, or was it just Trump?
I think he might have. I think
by
he was
himself?
off the screen because he said something. Hey, JD, ain't this right? Or something like that.
Let's
at
see.
one
Let's
time.
go. What
But
we got.
Yeah.
yeah, Trump.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one. They're fighting over
He
there.
started saying the prime minister, like the old prime minister, he's a horrible person. And this lady, which is this dude's friend,
Yeah.
she's dirt. You know, she's the worst person in the
Not good,
world.
buddy?
He talks a lot of shit.
Oh yeah,
Real
yeah.
sweet.
But,
There
yeah.
he is. That's Trompito right there. Trucha for that vato, homeboy.
He told him he's gonna make him a state. The dude's like, we don't sell Canada. He's like, never say never.
He told him like that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like when he banged on the ISIS guy for getting killed, he goes, Abu, you died like a dog. Abu, you went out crying like a bitch. Goodbye, Abu. You know, filmed his death live. Stupid. Posted his death live. You died like a dog, Abu.
Let's see what he's got.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, it was hilarious, bro.
Yeah, please. Concession?
Yes,
Friendship.
that's not a concession.
No, we're going to be friends with Canada. Regardless of anything, we're going to be friends with Canada. Canada is a very special place to me. I know so many people that live in Canada.
So that's some
He
smut.
does a lot
My
of
parents
Yeah,
and
yeah, find
relatives
it.
that lived in Canada, my mother in
forward.
particular.
Yeah, fast forward.
And no, I love Canada. Yeah, we had the team here, and I got to know a lot of the players.
All right, keep going.
But tremendous medical cares and other things.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
There would be
Here
a lot
right
of advantage. Ruler, just a straight line right across the top of the country. When you look at that beautiful formation when it's together, I'm a very artistic person, but when I looked at that beauty, I said that's the way it was meant to be. But you know, it's
Look at that.
I do feel it's much better for Canada, but we're not going to be discussing that unless somebody wants to discuss it. I think that there are tremendous benefits to the Canadian citizens, tremendously lower taxes, free military, which honestly we give you essentially anyway. If you have had a
Canada
problem.
part of America. Huh?
But
Watch, dude's gonna
I
say
think
something.
you know it's
Yeah, you can see he's pissed.
it would really be a wonderful marriage
Imagine
because
what
it's
took off on a boat,
two
baby.
places that get along very well. They like each other a lot.
Well, if I may, as you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
That's true.
We're sitting in one right now, Buckingham Palace that you visited as well.
That's true.
And having met with the owners of Canada over the course of the campaign last several months, it's not for sale, won't be for sale ever. But the opportunity is in the partnership and what we can build together. We have done that in the past. And part of that, as the president just said, is with respect to our own security. And my government is committed for a step change in our investment in Canadian security and our partnership. And I'll say this as well, that the president has revitalized international security, revitalized NATO, and us playing our full weight in NATO, and that will be part of
That's
it.
true. And they have
I don't know, bro.
At the end, he cracks him again. At the end, because I watched this earlier.
Yeah.
At the end,
Forward, it's
it
almost
was
done.
like, we're going to work together and trade. And Trump's like, yeah, we don't need your cars, really. You know what I mean? And we don't need your steel. And we don't need your aluminum. Dude was just sitting there looking like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump's a fool, bro.
Oh yeah, just fucking trying to take Greenland too.
How you gonna be
Like fuck.
Yeah, how you gonna be telling Canada
Like you ain't nobody.
just sell your shit, bro?
Oh yeah, just fucking just
Wait,
give it to me.
At the end,
He's
he
a real
cracked him,
estate
and they're
developer.
all talking about trade. They're talking about trade, and trade's going to be great. And Trump's like,
Well, you see this
Yeah,
military right here, bro. We can take it if you want.
Yeah.
We could take you if we want. Like,
Yeah, well, the reason Canada has no military is
It's
because
because of us. Yeah.
all day long.
Yep.
So if you went into Canada, no, but it'd be horrible. Bro. It'd be a bloodbath, bro.
You think so?
Oh my
You
god.
don't think they would just give up?
Well, actually, you know
Well,
what?
we would
They-
ride right over
Hey,
there.
Right?
the Canadians have been set up for a failure. I think they got rid of all their guns, bro. Like as far as citizens go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that a good chunk of their guns are gone.
Yeah.
I just saw the same prime minister. All cars by 2035 that are 2020 and under are gone, bro.
Damn.
So no lowriders in Canada, bro. Imagine the lowriders seen in Canada.
Fuck, dead.
Really?
That's what I'm
Dead.
saying. This fool's coming out with some just way out stuff. He wants to ban Twitter in Canada.
Just say it. Gay, some gay stuff.
Yeah, majorly gay stuff,
Majorly
bro.
gay. Just- come on.
Majorly gay
It's
stuff.
time to call it
Hell
what it
gay.
is.
Yeah,
But not even just lowriders. There's so many people that love classic cars.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
and you
Chinos
just
too,
can't
like
have
them
them.
fools in Japan.
Yeah.
they love them.
Yeah, this is not Lowrider. It's all
Volkswagen,
Yeah,
like
it's
me with my
classic car,
Jeep,
yeah.
like different kind of ride.
Yeah, there's fucking really rich people with fucking Bentleys, the old ones that are.
That's
man,
right, the
they're-
Mercedeses.
Those things are millions of dollars.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Let's put the number up there, Chris, real quick.
Yeah.
Get some phone calls.
Sheesh. Well, they're gonna raise the what's it called it here? The smog here. It's gonna be 20 years. So it's gonna instead of
If
because
that
right now
bill
it's
passes.
yeah, because right now it's 76. Anything lower than a 76, you don't need a smog.
Right.
But man,
Anything
76
that's over
is-
30
that's-
years now.
that- yeah, it's gonna be because that's 50 years ago,
good, bro. That
So
means-
yeah, hell yeah. So a lot of cars.
No smog
you
from my
know,
Jeep, bro.
Yeah, fuck. That should
But I think also they should do it for cars that are fucking actually like drivable and good because you're gonna see some third world country shit out here, bro. If you start getting 80s, you're gonna see some shit that's
Oh
gonna be.
yeah, they shouldn't be on the road.
Yeah, it
just
shouldn't be on the road
fucking
at all.
smoke coming out the back, and
Yeah.
shit, going over the bridge.
That's the only thing I'm like they'll take advantage of it.
Oh yeah, it's our people that will take advantage of it.
When I see old cars, they look female. Like I used to not like Mustangs at all, but now
Oh,
I
yeah.
see like old ass
Well,
Mustangs.
you're starting to
driving by, I'm like,
appreciate
"Man,
them."
That shit looks kind of cool.
Especially when
Yeah.
they're clean, like nice, clean,
Oh, yeah.
fucking old school one that's almost.
Just seeing older cars looks cool.
Yeah,
You know?
immaculate.
Oh.
Oh shit! Hotline.
What's up, Alabama?
Hey, what's up, you guys?
What's cracking?
American Cholo and Associate.
There you go, baby. With the boys. What's going on, Playboy?
Validated American Cholo Associate.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Droops? How you doing?
What's cracking, my boy? How you doing?
All right. Hey, what's up, Boo Boo? How you doing?
What's up? What's
Looking
up?
fresh, bro.
Yeah.
Looking fresh.
Yeah, like my shirt.
Let me give you a tip. All you have to do is get a plain shirt with no logo, no nothing, just black, blue, whatever color. You do not have to wear those flannels. I have boxers that look like your shirt, man.
Pro club.
Right?
Oh, Jesus.
That's fucked up.
Right.
Look like that too.
Yeah, he got jokes.
Come on, Bama. He's got like 20 of that different tones, bro. Just a little bit different.
Hey,
Yeah.
Boo Boo, less is more.
Less is more.
Less is
I
more.
told you there's no- yeah.
You told me
Yeah,
what?
and
You
I'm-
bought me these fuckers.
I know.
You can't talk.
told you,
You know, you
they're
show
doing
you
good.
out quick.
Every one of these finals, every one of the finals is dope. Everyone is dope. They're just doing it to
What's
do
up,
it.
Bama? Talk to this player.
Hey, American Cholo, can I be 100% honest with you?
I hope so, homeboy. I hope so, carnal.
Hey, your beanie from here looks like a butterfly, man. What's up?
I don't know why.
Bam! That's the homies from West Factory, carnal. Nothing major. It's actually one of my favorite beanies, man. It's very comfortable, bro. Very comfortable.
No. I see it's two hands throwing up the dub, but when you see it from far away, it looks like a butterfly or some lungs.
I think
Lungs.
I think that's you hoping.
It's the wings that are on the wall.
Bama's hoping it's a butterfly, bro. He's a stick individual, bro. What's good, though, Bama? Hey, Bama, what you think about the boxing fights this week, man?
Oh, horrible.
Ooh.
Hey, that's why I don't watch boxing. I'm an MMA guy. What do I think?
What'd you think?
What do
Did
I
you
think
watch any
about
of 'em?
boxing? Man, you what's his name? They pretty much went body. In the Canelo fight, they went body for 12 rounds. That's too, like, that's why boxing is dead. You know, that's the reason, because those guys care too much about their records. They don't want to lose their record. That's what it is.
Did you see what Canelo said after the fight though? Canelo was like, "Man, I don't even like fighting these fools." He didn't want to fight.
Yeah, but
he
you
thought he
picked
was
him, though.
running.
But you picked
I know.
him.
I think he needs to fight
Yeah,
Benavidez.
you picked them, so he can't complain about that.
But he did complain though. That's my point. He was talking to Gang of Muscle. He was like, "This dude don't want to fight."
I think
He's
boxing
scared.
also, Bama, is losing audience because of the fact that somebody can say, "Oh, I don't want to fight this guy," and then go this way. Like where MMA, UFC, now you want to be the champ, you fight the champ.
Yeah.
Homie. There's no.
Well, they're
I'm gonna
even
take
starting to
this-
do that a
man.
little bit in the UFC. Look at John Jones. John
Yeah,
Jones is
yeah,
doing
but
it
you
right
see
now.
you see the action that you get in MMA. It's you can't compare it to that. So this is how I compare boxing to MMA. Boxing is like a regular telephone that you pick up and you dial and you hang up, and MMA will be like an iPhone. If you know what I'm
At
talking
times,
about, right?
yeah, at times.
I love both.
No,
I love both. I watch all
I
the
like
UFC
boxing,
shit,
bro.
you know.
When boxing's like at its peak, bro, it's
good.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
it's
good.
shit.
It's very
I didn't
good.
watch
Well,
either.
but-
I watched the UFC last
But these
weekend.
ones
I
were
didn't
stuck.
watch Canelo fight or Ryan fight. The Ryan fight I thought it was later. We're at work. And we're like, hey, where we're
bro.
gonna go watch the fight, and then somebody was like, "It's over, fool," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that was dumb, bro.
I was still working. You know what I mean? And they all Ryan lost, and we just started laughing.
Bama?
There's a guy that's from what I think St. Gabriel Valley or something. His name is D-Rod.
Yeah, he won.
fought
He
on
knocked
the
that
last
fool
card.
out.
Yeah, that guy is like a local. He's like a local
I think he's
LA
from
guy.
IE. I think he's from IE somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. He's from over there, but he's like he's pretty good, and he took a victory.
Yeah, he knocked that dude out. He knocked that dude out good.
What's up,
too.
Bama? Come on.
Yeah. Hey, you guys are getting close to 100,000 subscribers. So American Tony, you need to start promoting that on the corner somewhere, like a little countdown, because pretty soon you're gonna get your placazo. Pretty soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, it's just slowly but surely because anytime we talk politics, it just slows
down.
Yeah, it slows down. We do it all the time, but we're getting it.
Yeah, Hey, why don't you get some like OnlyFans models and like I'll talk to them for you, man.
Oh, you do right now because this guy will run him off, bro. He'll run him off. Tell him get your Section 8 ass out of here.
I'm on the OnlyFans bumper like a motherfucker.
And he's the one watching them all. He's got like 20 subscriptions, bro.
Never. Find one. Find one. Never.
All right, Bama, what you got? One more thing, bro. We're out of here.
Are the pansexuals working tomorrow, man?
Yeah, they're supposed to be here tomorrow, bro.
Sexual what?
Make sure if you're available on Saturday, we'll be at Haters World on YouTube around 6-7 o'clock. Make sure to call in over there, Bama. We need you to call in.
You gotta call in. Call into Hater World.
Hey, if my call doesn't go through, then call me, man. I'm already a Hall of Famer, man. I should start getting.
We gotta call you now.
Your call's gonna go through, Bama. We got you, player.
All right, hey, well, you guys keep up the good work, man. I'll see you guys soon, man.
All right,
That's right.
Tune in on Saturday. You'll see us Saturday.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna call, man. I'll make fun of everybody right there.
That's right. That's right.
That's right, man. Appreciate you, brother.
That's what we want.
All right. Thank you. Peace.
All right, guys, you guys want to call 747-279-8109, 747-279-8109. Yeah, the YouTube Yada has better fights than
boxing?
Than boxing right now, fool. And BD's like in the middle of all of them, fool. I'm gonna hit him up. Blue Devil's in the middle of what's he got, that high power fitness guy from El Monte.
Oh God, another life coach.
You know what? I seen him say some funny shit. Some dude was talking about like the way that he had it rough growing up, but my dad was great, and Blue Devil listened to all of it, and he's like, "Sounds like you got a fucked up dad."
Is this another one of those?
I said it wrong, but that's
Is it another life coach, someone that knows how to do burpees, but now can tell you how to run your life?
Of course.
Just banging on Blue Devil.
Oh my God, these guys.
He's doing. Let's see what we got.
I can do burpees, but let me tell you how to run your life.
Hotline.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Hey, I tuned in a little. I don't know if I tuned in a little too late, but did you guys talk about that one subject that Trump said that he's gonna give the immigrants $1,000 if they self-support?
Oh no,
with the app?
No,
we didn't talk about
let me let
that
the guys catch up to that. Yeah, he's giving anybody who self-supports can prove they self-support $1,000. The app, they'll cash app you or something like that.
Yeah, but the only problem
But would
is,
that really help you
are they
through
the
that?
ones that are going to try to get like back, or they're just
No, these are the people that you're just gone, bro. You're like, you know what, dude, I'm out of here. I ain't working. This is getting too risky. I might as well just go back at $1,000 bucks.
$1,000 to leave.
I mean, if I got nothing going on, I'm like, I'm taking my $1,000, bro.
Oh yeah.
You realize like $1,000 really ain't shit today, right?
See, you're an American saying that.
Yeah, in other parts of the world.
Yeah, other parts. If you're working construction in Mexico, you're making $50 a week. $1,000 is
a lot of money.
Fucking rent, bro. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yep.
So, caller, what do you think about it, caller?
We can make that.
That'll be about like 19 to 20,000 pesos.
Yep.
Moises.
He also said that he's gonna cover the travel costs too. So like you don't gotta pay the ticket or nothing, you know.
He'll probably tell you where to show yourself, and they'll fly you from there.
Wow, what if he just straight to jail? Straight to El Salvador.
Straight to Venezuela.
Yeah, right.
Fucking out of here.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I'm sure some people will end up taking it, bro. I don't think it'll be a lot.
That's crazy because $1,000 over here isn't shit. So
you can't
over
get
there, it's
nothing.
like it's a lot over there.
$1,000.
Yeah, but you're not gonna go on a vacation with it.
But it ain't.
That's why I'm not trying to give no girls $695 a month either. Fuck them.
Are you back to the
Yeah, you can go to
OnlyFans,
vacation.
bro?
You can go to vacation. That'd be like a good because like a 3-star hotel in Mexico would be like 200 to 300 pesos. So I got good vacation too.
I went to Rosarito a few months
Yeah,
ago.
you're right. You're correct.
We did it.
No,
I mean,
yeah,
100 bucks
Rosarito
lasted us for like a few days over
like
there.
4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right there,
Food,
Rosarito.
gas, fucking
Yeah.
Good 3 months.
And that's in the tourist section.
Yeah, that's that was in Rosarito
Yeah.
and
But
yeah.
out here, you ain't gonna get shit.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, but with the boys, what do you guys think? You guys agree with that, or you guys don't agree with that?
I think they're not making no one do it. If you want to do it, do it. If you
Yeah.
If not, you get caught. I think
Yeah,
it's
if you
actually
get caught,
it's
don't
a
you
good
go to jail
teaser
first?
plan.
Okay, so here's my question: Who is this? Who's giving them $1,000? We have to pay for that?
Yeah, of course. We're taxpayers.
No offense, but no disrespect, but it goes back to like I don't want to give a girl $2
What do you
a
think?
month.
What do you think costs more money? Giving a guy $1,000 to deport himself, or getting a crew of 10 to 15 officers go hunting down around your house?
I mean, I really-
looking for you,
and-
handcuffing you, putting you in jail.
I don't know, but
They're
I know
beating
that
them in
that's- I
jail.
just know
Oh
that
yeah,
that's what they're
you'll lose
paying.
everything.
Yeah,
Everything's gone.
Every
You
guy
can't take
deported
nothing.
20 to 100,000, bro.
For some
I mean,
people,
okay,
it might
so
be
look.
smart, and for some, they won't want to
But
do it.
again, as the guy who doesn't make much money, who works hard, if that's their job, that's what these men are paid for. I don't want to. Okay,
Yeah.
we need to get to a place where if that's you believe in that cause and you want to help out all those people, then everyone should have the option to donate that $350. But I'll go to the pool.
No,
I don't want to help. I don't wanna help.
They're talking about
Like, no offense to me, but I
it's
shouldn't.
worth
Okay.
it to them to just
Let's
pay
say-
them.
let's say-
No, because we all have to pay for this, like it or not.
let's say it's 100,000,
Yeah.
right? 100,000, 10,000 people you're gonna deport, right?
Yeah.
And out of those 10,000, 2,000 end up going. You just pay those guys 2,000. Hold on. Let me finish. All the money they're gonna waste, they're gonna save a few 100,000. So if you're really thinking about your money and people are self-deporting, that is saving you money.
Yeah.
Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I know
why
some
they're
people.
doing it.
I know some people that self-deported already, and they're probably like, damn.
What?
I could've got 1,000. Yeah, I know some people that took off, bro.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I understand. But do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
Like,
but you're
no
looking at your whole
disrespect.
wrong way.
However, I don't want to be. Like,
You just don't want to pay for shit, bro.
I'm sick of like for the women on fucking EBT. I'm sick of paying for all those women to have money for food. Like no, but
He's got some
I know,
good women,
I'm
bro.
just giving you an example.
got some
of-
good women, bro.
No, listen, I'm giving you the example of all these government.
Major women, bro.
No, listen.
We all see it.
Boo Boo, I'm gonna talk to Boo Boo. I'm sick of all these government
We all
Funded.
see it,
all
bro.
these government funded things that
Yeah.
for all these people that just I don't want to. No offense, I don't want to pay for none of you. I don't care about your cause.
What's the answer to the guy who said they don't want to pay for you being in prison, bro?
Oh, don't make me start that bullshit with that fool.
Come on.
What's the answer? I ain't fucking with that, dude.
That's your answer.
Well, no, my answer is the same
Yeah.
thing. You're not going to compare me to that.
But you're gonna
I'm-
pay
no.
less for somebody that self deports and gets $1,000 across that line. Hold on,
Yeah.
right? But if you get that same guy and you catch him, you're gonna have to house him. Well, how long are they going to jail for? And that's what 70,000 a year to house somebody,
sure.
right?
I mean, if
and,
we had
and
to
then you got to
choose,
go
yeah.
through, and then you got to go through the
that's
whole
the
court
cheapest-
system,
that's the cheapest
and then you got to
at
get
all.
them on an airplane to fly, and they don't just fly you across the border; they fly you to like
Yeah.
their south border.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, and that comes out to way more than just $1,000.
No, I mean, if that's the choice,
know?
then yeah.
See
But
what you got going, caller?
I'm just trying to say, like, I don't want. I'm so sick of paying for
Who hurt
everybody
you,
else.
bro?
we're all sick of it.
You know what's
hurt
fucked
you,
up?
bro.
I'm gonna say it. America.
This is-
with all that.
No,
my
I
money
can
goes-
understand.
You know
No,
what?
all my money.
No, I get what he's saying because, like, fuck, what I
$7 here, $2 here, $2 here.
My taxes alone on my
But you know
regular
what?
paycheck is fucking
This whole,
ridiculous,
the
bro.
whole immigration thing, right? One thing I said like a month ago, I said, you know what? Whatever, like everything was fucked up. Fucked up shit's going on
Yeah.
now. They
Yeah.
have to do some fucked up shit to get it right?
Yeah, yeah.
So say, for instance, the tariff shit doesn't work out and, and Republicans lose the next fucking election.
Yeah.
Democrats are going to come in and it's gonna
Reverse
go
all
back
that.
to
Yeah,
what Biden is.
immediate back,
So
yeah.
why are they not doing a policy now? Get a policy through that's locked in that no one can't just come in and change it. See, everyone's mad about this or they're mad about that, or you got to do more of this, more of this. They're still not fixing it, G. They're fixing the border, but
yeah, but all
you
I'm
know what I
saying-
mean. They need to come up
See
with
what you got started, caller?
with
See
the
what you got started?
immigration
Caller's still
bill,
there, bro.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah, but look,
you know,
all this is.
or else all
great.
this shit's just going to happen
I'm just
again.
saying, I'm
Yeah.
so sick of. It doesn't matter what the cause. I don't care if the cause is crayons in school. I don't care if the cause is new motorcycle parts. I don't want to have to give any more of my money for shit that I don't believe in, that I don't agree with. I don't make much money. Like extra $9 a month.
Oh, yeah,
bro,
goes a long way.
That's
Hey,
that's
but
chips and snacks
Let,
for me.
us
Yeah.
get, let's,
You know what
let's
I'm
get
saying?
back to the thing. The
Yeah.
question wasn't about.
Obviously, your way's better.
No, the question was, what do you think about the government offering somebody $1,000 to self-deport?
Yeah.
It's a great
That was
great
the
idea.
question.
Great idea.
I mean, if it
Me, I don't
alleviates,
care.
if it
I don't
alleviates,
I was just going to say, great question. caller.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, no, for sure.
But this guy took it off to his baby mama problems he has, bro.
Only
man.
van.
For the record, I don't have a baby mom.
I thought you had like 4.
I got one, bro.
Oh,
and we don't
shit.
even talk. Yeah,
I'm sorry, bro.
That's all right.
You've been hurt before, bro.
no.
Hey, maybe sometimes that could be a factor. That could be a factor sometimes. You never know. It's a case by case situation.
Oh, it's
Well, no,
a fact.
And that's what's
no,
so
you want to know
frustrating.
something funny,
You know,
caller? So I actually, unfortunately, I'm one of the luckiest motherfuckers in the world. I had a kid with a girl that never wanted money, $1. All she wanted me was to be in his life, and then I chose to go to prison. And to this day, she still never harassed me.
Yeah,
Once.
Okay, well-
I'm unfortunately, I have a really cool. We don't talk at all, but she was a really cool on that angle.
Go ahead, caller.
Okay, let me just end it with this question.
Yep.
What if you have a child with a woman that's an immigrant? Who keeps the child if the child was born in the United States?
She said in America, the person who's a citizen will have
Yeah.
rights to that child, bro.
Yeah.
It's a U.S.
Like,
citizen.
we're talking about young kids, so excuse me, my bad. I wasn't really specific, because some kids can't make the decision for themselves, because they're adults.
No, yeah.
Well, the
if you go
child
to
should be
court-
like a more responsible, safe.
That yeah,
parent.
but I think the U.S. You would think the U.S. citizen has rights because that's a U.S. citizen. That's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
That's
But the baby
Okay.
goes with the parent that's a citizen.
That's on them to work it out.
You know what? No,
Okay.
I guarantee
That
you
sounds-
that's another
that's
great
part of being
question.
American.
I guarantee you that's going to come up in the courts pretty soon.
Yeah.
That's going to happen.
That's actually really good.
It's
Well, you
bound
know
to
what?
happen.
I have a friend. He moved to Yucatan, right? And he
Hey,
he
caller,
has-
appreciate
he
the
has
call,
a
man.
down there, and they had a kid.
All right, let you guys go. Thank you. Thank you.
Right, see? And I said, "Hey, are you gonna have her come over here to have the kid over here?" And he's like, "Nah, she don't want him." And she's all, she don't want it born in the U.S. So we're
Yeah,
good- we're good over there,
I hate to say it,
right?
but
not
just 'cause-
everybody.
just 'cause you're in
Everybody wants
America
what they
doesn't-
want, you know.
Just because you're in America doesn't mean you be a better parent. I think
No, but it
in
gives-
that
but it-
situation, whoever's established is a better
It
parent.
gives you the right hotline.
Yeah.
Hotline. Just like you can't take a kid out of the country without having another parent sign.
Yeah. Waiver.
What's going on? Hotline. Talk to us, baby.
Hey,
What up, man? This is Michael Torres, bro.
Michael
What's
Torres.
up?
Check on the
What's
YouTube
up?
Yarda, homeboy. What's going on?
How are the fellas doing tonight?
We're good, bro.
good,
We're good,
man.
homie.
how are you
Hell
doing?
yeah. So I'm doing good, bro. I got over this sickness, bro. I had like the flu or some shit.
That's
but,
right.
Oh,
I'm
no,
good.
that shit sucks.
Hey, so I got like 3 things. First of all, Gil, Canada, bro, they wouldn't last a second in a war with the United States, bro.
No,
Not even 5
Well,
seconds.
I'm not saying like that. I'm saying it would be bloody and it won't end. See, people think that a war is won just you go in there, you demolish towns. No, it'll be guerrilla warfare. It'll be like every other war. You're gonna have.
It would.
It would never end, bro. It would never end. You're always
It
gonna have
would,
people in
in
there.
a sense, if you're thinking about like Vietnam or Japan or places like this, bro, but Canada, man, Canada is so weak. So weak.
I agree with the caller. Plus, we're right here. Like,
but don't
we don't
forget,
need
No,
to
I-
go over an ocean to fight. We
in World
just
War
go
II,
right
they
over
were in the
border.
war before
Yeah,
we were.
we're right there, bro. But
Yeah.
check this out. You know, 95% of Canada's population lives within 100 miles of the U.S. border. 95%, bro, their whole population.
Yeah, I
Damn,
get that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
A lot of it's cold snow.
Yeah, but those are the guys you got to watch out for. Those are the.
Well,
like,
they're crazy.
Those are like the
But a
renegades
lot
of
of
Canada,
those-
bro.
All them crazy fools
Yeah,
are just gonna get
that's what you gotta
dropped
watch
quick,
out for.
You know.
Nah, you'll have a bunch of snipers and fighters like that. It'll be.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
a lot of the that are really going to be cutthroat like that, bro, are on the side of America right now. Like they don't want no part of that liberal mindset that Canada is stuck in right now,
I
bro.
get it, but Canada wants that. That guy's a super
oh,
liberal.
But isn't like Alberta or some other? Once this dude won, some other like state over there said, you know what, we want to
No,
go. to
he's the
US.
super
They're
liberal
pissed.
guy. Him. The
No, I
one
know,
who won
but,
right
but
now.
one of them states is like, we want to disconnect from you because you're so liberal. We don't want this.
I
shit.
could see that. Yeah, for
It's
sure.
not Alberta, but
I
it's-
don't want Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never, because their liberal ways would push into America. You know what I mean? Even worse. And they're even worse, bro. Their speech, their everything. Everything.
Damn,
is-
bro. Tell me how you really feel about Canada, eh? You banging on
Look
Canada,
at-
eh?
hey, bro,
Hey.
I know they're peaceful, but at the same time, I don't want to take like they were one of the
There's
first
some
ones
big
to
hockey
be
playing
in.
motherfuckers, snow living
Well,
motherfuckers.
they were some
are
of the
tough,
first
I'm sure.
to go into World War II before I think we even joined the war. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they were over
Canada
there.
fight,
Man,
bro.
They just
send people to
have
all
a
over.
peaceful
Iraq,
war. I don't think they could
Afghanistan.
stand a fart in the wind to us at all. Not even 5 minutes. But however, don't think that just because they're
not
peaceful,
going to put up a fight.
No, because they did. They jumped into World War II to back up the rest of the
They
world
get
as well.
in all the wars. They send
Yeah,
people.
they
you
do.
know.
They have their own, and I think they're
They're part
backed
of
by
NATO,
they're
right?
backed by United Kingdom as well. Aren't they under the crown?
I think Crown ain't gonna come over here, bro.
Oh,
Crown
okay.
got better things going on.
Oh.
Caller, you
they're
good?
backed by us. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so should we take Canada, caller? And if you were the presidente and I came into the office, presidente, vamos a llevar Canada, sí o no? What are you gonna tell me, bro?
Dale, homie, leave them, bro. Leave them.
They have a lot of weird. They have a lot of weird ways that would infect some of our stuff too. And we don't know if we want
bro.
that transferring.
So what you think, caller?
We're already trying to fight that disease here, bro. We don't need to add on to the
How about
cancer right now.
Greenland, bro? Should we take Greenland?
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. We need that shit.
That's right.
We need Greenland.
Shoot that shit.
Yeah,
Green.
you know me.
Now, bro, we need Greenland, bro.
We need Greenland, bro.
And
I agree.
in Greenland right now, bro, it's a strategic it's a strategic for our future because
That's
the
exactly what I
supercomputer.
said.
Exactly.
Yeah, the
That word right there is. Say that word again.
strategic.
Exactly. That is a strategic maneuver for us. I agree with it. 100%.
Yeah, strategic maneuver for our future, bro.
Yeah.
Because Greenland is so cold that it's going to be the a big factor in cooling our supercomputers that the future is going to rely on, man. So I think we might as well go ahead and get it now. Shit.
Just take it, huh?
Just take it.
Just take it, huh? Yeah, we can't do that, though.
I
It's
mean,
America,
I-
bro.
We can't
We
take
can
it.
buy
I
it.
don't, I
We've
don't,
done worse than that. Come on.
yeah, we have, but
We lied.
you know,
We lied
there's
about
not
landing on the moon.
like
Sorry.
35,000
Spencer.
bro in Greenland.
Yeah, they said Kendrick already slaughtered Canada, homie.
Lumpy, what's
Kendrick
up, homeboy?
Lamar.
All right, caller. Hey, you got something else, brother?
Nah, I'm gonna let it go on that one.
Appreciate you.
All right,
I mean, Kendrick Lamar was wearing
Good
bell
combo.
bottoms, so I mean, I think he slaughtered himself.
Yeah, but he should have said, yeah, he wants to take Canada. He's talking all that shit. He should say, hell yeah, fool, we're going to take it.
Yeah.
No, he was like, fuck them.
Yeah. Go call him weak that we can take him over.
We don't want him.
Yeah, we don't want him. Nah, bro. Yeah, no, it would be a mess, bro. You got millions of people over there. Imagine the film. It would be just people getting slaughtered. Like, wait, that's not America anymore. We're turning, then we're really turning into, what's that? Hotline.
What's up? It's Veneno right here down from Santana, my boy.
Nah, homeboy. What's good, player? Talk to
What's
us.
up, Boo Boo?
What's
Hey,
up?
Boo Boo, you still fucking riding your fucking Harley with the vibrator attached to it, homeboy? Let's find out. Woo.
Yes,
Don't hate, homie. Because you ain't got one.
we got the new one, fool.
Fuck, homie.
25 hard,
Hey,
homie.
Boo, how'd you beat me? Hey, Boo, how'd you beat me to it? Boo, what the fuck, dog? Damn, homie.
Right?
What's good with you?
Fucking, I fucking, this right here, heading to fucking Holly, you know, doing some night Holly real quick.
That's right.
That's right.
Fucking,
That money.
yeah, fucking, we're gonna run some underground shit. Get ready to pull some underground from overhead to underground.
Where you guys working at right now?
Right here in Highland, right here off of
San Bernardino.
Fifth, and off the 210,
Yep.
Is that what's
210 and
Somewhere-
Fifth Street.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, fool. Well, we're over here getting out. You got any questions?
Yeah.
Other than fucking talking shit to Boo Boo?
Yeah, I got a question.
Yeah.
He likes you, Boo Boo.
You know me, I like to call bullshit, talk shit, fool. You know,
That's right.
you know,
Hell
I don't
yeah.
got time to be fucking worrying about,
proper.
you know, why is this person doing this and why is this, at the end of the day, fool, the cards, you know, it's gonna play out right, homie, you know what I mean? And,
Sure.
and it's gonna go where they're gonna go, and at the end of the day, the homie Trump's gonna do what he has to do, and all these people are gonna be fucking in their feelings, like always, and we can't change that shit. You know what gets me, though?
What's that,
I'm gonna
fool?
say one thing though, is that all these people, right? You got all these people protesting. Like this week, I was over there in Santana, and they're over there protesting, right? And they have posters about, you know, what about deporting whatever, right? How come these people weren't doing the same shit when Obama, the next big thing was deporting way more people than Trump?
Yeah.
But yet, fucking Trump deports these people that are known, you know, whatever background. And people say, oh, well, Americans create more. Motherfucker, we're in America, all right? It's different. They ain't from here. You know what I mean? They're from whatever they come from. At the end of the day, we have our own system. They got their system, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is Obama was
Well, my
quiet
thing
about
is-
it.
You know what? Obama was the deporter in chief.
I don't matter, though, dog. Quiet or not.
Yeah.
The Obama was fucking deporting people también. It doesn't matter if he was quiet or not.
Trump will probably
he's
pass him.
deporting.
Trump will probably
he's
pass him
deporting
because he has so many to get rid of. You know what I mean? But yeah, before Trump,
Yeah, it was Obama.
was the main one.
I mean, and then Obama, his speeches and Hillary Clinton's speeches were fucking way worse the way how fucking Trump was how he was
Yes, sir.
Did you fucking hear those?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
they're
a
gonna
trip,
come
but
and
you
get
know what it
actors on
is?
English
It's
and
the media. The media they twist narratives, so they didn't want to talk shit about Obama, so they kind of bury it. They want to talk shit about Trump, so they put everything he says on blast. And when they're all doing the same shit and pushing the same agenda, they could actually make people think certain ways.
Exactly.
And
you get, and I'm looking at these people, and they're like, you know, like younger high school kid or college, whatever they are, and I'm like, fuck, man, you guys are so fucking stupid. They're spending all that money to go to college because they're out there wearing their college sweaters and shit, right?
mm-hmm.
And I was like, you guys spend all your FedEx going to college, but fucking ain't learning shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking weird. I don't know. To me, it's weird, but fuck it, dog. Trump all day, homie. I don't give a fuck anyway.
Boo.
You know?
All right.
Hey, Boo Boo. Hey, Boo Boo. Next time when you ride your Harley,
Yeah.
remember like when you ride the bull. That's it. You know what I mean? You do your bull riding.
Hold on tight.
Right. Yeah, hold on
Squeeze the
tight,
cheeks.
boy, and squeeze your butt
Boo-boo.
cheeks.
All right, man.
All right.
Moises Carrera for our super chat. Appreciate you, my man.
Moises.
Time to measure Boo Boo's beer.
Oh, damn.
Sorry, guys.
Boo Boo, you ready for this? Time to measure the beer, Boo Boo.
Time to measure the beer, bro. Got it right here.
Oh, you got it right there?
I got it.
Go for it. Here we go, Moises.
Yeah, put the camera on me.
Yeah.
First, you have.
Come on, bro. Whoa. What's, man, I'm uncomfortable.
Are you all right over there? All right. Hold on. First, you have to. Thank you. Moises gave us a donation this week. Appreciate you.
Measuring.
Start off with a quarter, bro. Shit.
Damn.
This fool's already at it.
About a good.
He's at an inch, bro. Hold on.
Boo Boo is at an
Take
inch.
a picture and send it to me. And I'll post
Boo
it.
Boo is at an inch.
He's right here.
That's what she said.
Look, take a picture. All right.
Hold on just a second, caller.
Send it to me. I'm gonna
Go
put it.
down.
Boo Boo is at an inch. That means you grow 3/4.
Pulling an inch right now, homie. Shit.
That shit's growing.
That's on a good night.
I know that shit, boo boo. Harry back.
That's on a hot summer
And how
night.
many months we got?
We got a new caller. We got a new caller.
New
All right,
caller.
what you got?
Hey, what you guys think about Russia not being in the World Cup, man?
Oh no, for real? Russia's not going to be in it?
I think that's bullshit.
Nah,
Is there a reason why?
That's too bad.
Because of Ukraine war.
Yeah, because politics.
Yeah,
See, sports
politics.
ain't supposed to be
Let me get
politics.
the comb. Boo.
But we've done that.
and
too,
you know
didn't we,
what?
boycott?
You know, if Trump was elected when Gil was a juvenile, he'd probably be in Honduras right now.
Oh, Trumpito?
If he was elected when you were a juvenile, you'd be deported.
Yeah. No, actually, no. You're absolutely wrong. I got my citizenship by the ripe age of like 10, bro.
The ripe, but the ripe age.
You're
Right,
a ripe 10-year-old.
I'm gonna hook you up, huh?
I was young, bro. 10 years old. I didn't
By
start.
the grace of North Hollywood.
Yeah, when they tried to deport me was 1998. By that time, I was already like 20-some years
By
old,
the-
bro.
by
You
the
were a
grace of
citizen.
God.
Yeah, by that time I was already a citizen, bro. So my mom, regardless of how she was doing, God bless you, mama. She took care of me. Got my
Hell
baby.
yeah.
Damn. So
Yeah.
that wouldn't happen.
Hey, man, I like you guys' show, man. You guys are a
Thank you.
great bunch of guys, man.
Thank you,
Great
brother.
job you guys are doing, man.
Thank
bro.
you.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Like you sent me the
Hey,
picture.
that's all I'm saying, man. But Russia's out, man. Russia's out.
And so they
I
pulling.
think that's too bad. But you know what? I think
Just
we
because Ukraine's
boycotted,
gonna be in
the
it?
Olympics or something when it was in Russia
is
before,
that, did
too.
Russia choose that or did we?
No,
did
they
the
chose
world-
that. No, they
oh,
chose
they
that.
chose it.
And that's
Okay.
because
All right.
Ukraine is in the Olympics?
Yeah, I know they're pissed about political
Because
shit,
Russia
so
right
they're
now,
not
like
coming.
they're supposed to be breaking.
That sucks because they're
Yeah.
they're good soccer.
Because they
team.
thought they were gonna.
Is Israel in the Olympics? Nobody
If
gives a
they
shit.
make it,
Yeah.
you got to qualify for the
Hotline.
World Cup.
I send you a picture, Chris.
Hotline.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing out
What's
there,
up?
man?
What's up?
Well, man, was cracking.
Call me from New York.
You already know King Mexico from New York out here, you know.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see how y'all guys feel about, Mr. Trump and how's everything going with him.
You know what?
So far.
I would have still voted for the guy. I think in his immigration policies they're overplaying their hand. And I think they should deport people who are breaking the law. I think that if prison guy, yeah, all that stuff, yes. But I think when they start pushing the rhetoric that everybody who's just here illegally is a criminal, and you didn't say that during your campaign, bro. You did not sell it that way. You sold it another way. You sold that you're gonna get rid of the criminals, everything else, and now it seems like they're just going up for everybody and anybody. And I think that's wrong. If somebody's been in this country for 10, 20 years working, taking care of business, bro, those are good people. Those aren't people that are just criminals, as you said, because if that was the case, they would already got arrested and should have been deported.
I think if they've been here 10, 20 years, you should have had your papers already.
That's a good
I
point.
agree with both sides.
I agree with both sides.
I do agree with both sides. But
this is why I go back to my point. Why don't they come up with
a plan, a
bill,
solution,
a policy, so
like
this shit doesn't happen again?
Yeah, like
You know
if you've been here 20 years and you never got in trouble, then you can stay, but you need to get your
Like a
paperwork
pathway to
within the next
citizenship,
5
right.
years. And if you don't get it within 5 years, then you're out.
Because they're saying, go back, let us know, go back, and then we're going to get you back over here real quick. And it's not always going to work like that. These fools are going to be stuck out there.
Yeah.
And they need to come up with something, because if not, if when the Democrats win, they're going to reverse everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like what they're doing, there's some fucked up shit going on, but it kind of has to be done. Not just because of Latinos, but because of
I get
Chinese that came in, Middle Eastern, people that want to do harm to our country. They need to get all of them, man. You know what I mean? And they have to clean it up. So
How
fucked up
about you,
shit's gonna
caller?
happen.
What's your take on the first 100 days?
Me personally, I see where the man's coming from, but I think what he's doing in certain perspectives and certain views, he's going about it the wrong way, where he's losing the voters that went for him.
Yep.
Because the way he's throwing things out, you know what I mean?
I agree.
Certain things he's going about is the wrong way. I'm like, he should be a little bit. I understand he's from New York. He's gonna be straightforward. He ain't trying to sugarcoat the shit. But when you're talking to the rest of America, you have to be able to convey your message.
And you gotta have a little bit of compassion right now with them like
That's a good point.
with them deporting, like they're showing that they deported kids. No, but if you have a kid, one of the kids had cancer, and they're like, "Well, they got to go with their mom." It's like at some point you have to have compassion. But I truly believe this. I truly believe because they're not blonde hair and blue eyes kid. It's very hard for them to have compassion for a Latino kid that's from a third world country. Even within ourselves, we'll see a kid. He's like, "Oh, he doesn't look like one of us. He's not us." So I believe if those were blue eyed, blonde hair kids, they would have a little more
Just
compassion
say Aryan.
for them.
Just say Aryan.
No,
At
that's
this
not-
point,
that's
just
not
say
very-
Aryan.
That's very racist, bro. That's very racist. But that's what
It's not racist. what
He
said
wants
before
you to
that.
say Aryan, is what it is.
I don't give a shit.
But like I think like the caller said that he's losing his voters.
Right.
Well, I said that
But
a couple weeks ago.
But I don't think he cares about losing his voters because he already came out and said he's not going to run in 2028 and he's just going to do his 4 years and
Well,
take
he
off.
can't
So
run
he
again.
there's ways for him to get in. And we were just talking about
Yeah.
that. There's ways for him to do it.
you know what
But I don't think he cares about losing voters or pissing people off. It's his last term. He already said he's not going to try to get in. And at that point, he said, I'm going to do what the fuck I want. I don't care if they get me out.
I think the same thing though. Like I was saying, there's a couple of things where it's like, hey, you already won. You proved your point. Like for example, the Gulf of Mexico. You don't got to do all that, dog. Like don't overkill it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I agree.
That's
I
too
like what
much.
Gil said.
That's
There's
too much.
like you're right. You're if you're getting rid of bad people, I'm all for it. But I grew up in that community, so don't think that it's not affecting me too. And don't think like don't make me look stupid. Like don't go too far because then now you're pushing
Overplaying his
you're,
card.
you're overplaying your hand. And like for instance, I continue to go back to that Gulf of Mexico. That was a slap in the face. That's dumb. It's been that way forever. You got no reason to change that. Come on now.
Yeah,
Don't
you know
go
what?
overboard, dog.
I kind of feel like, the first 100 days, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like with
Yeah.
immigration, I don't like some of the stuff that's going on. But like I said, I understand they got a fucked up job in front of them. But
Yeah,
when
for
it comes
sure.
to the economy and the tariffs and everything.
No, that's fine.
And then the wars, right? I think that things are going to play out for him. I think they're going to make trade deals with different countries. Things are going to be all right. Things will stabilize. It was just really fucked up, so it's not going to get fixed overnight. You know what I mean? And then the wars, if he could have any hand in stopping them wars and things get better with the tariffs, everyone's going to be loving his ass.
We'll see.
But
If
even
it
with the
doesn't
tariff,
happen, ain't no Republican winning the next fucking. So if it blows up in his face, it blows up in
They're
his
done
face,
for a while.
and it can.
And we'll never
But
get
even with
control
all the even with all the other countries, I'm just gonna take China out of it. But they're making deals.
No, they are
they're
making
making
deals.
deals.
That's why I said I
and
think
doing
things
it
are gonna
right.
get better, yeah.
And doing it right. But with China, he's not budging because they don't want to come to the table either. But what's gonna end up
trying to destroy us, and they've
yeah,
been
but
for a long time.
they're gonna end up getting destroyed too because they're not selling anything.
Hey, caller.
to us.
I got a question for you.
Yo.
And this will be we're gonna transition into this conversation after we get done with you. What is your take on the African American father who, after his son was in like a high speed chase, ran out, the cops killed him. I'm not sure what state it was. And then after that, I think the dad went. I don't know if he shot the cops or he ran him over in his car and he killed a couple innocent cops in revenge for his kid's death.
Was it the cops that killed the kid?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know. I saw that. I didn't even like. I just heard about it.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't know much about it.
Oh, but I can feel
Nah,
his
bro.
pain. I
Okay.
can feel the father's pain.
All right, hey, Carl, you got any more questions?
Yeah. So here's the thing, right?
Shoot.
So everybody who's not feeling what's going on, right? Just think about where we would be if we would have went blue, right?
Oh,
Yep.
And also step back sometimes. Step back and understand where this man's coming from. So I just finished listening to the Art of the Deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I see where the man's coming from, and he's trying to push as much shit as he can.
Yep.
So whoever falls into place in the next election and the next party cannot fuck with what he did now, right?
Yeah,
And I completely understand it's all about America first, right? It's all about America first. It's about putting this country back on the top. And by him messing with China, he's messing China's plan. Because remember, China was trying to conquer the world by 2035. That was
Yes,
the plan.
sir.
They're rocking in China
But by
right now. They're
him-
rioting. Unemployment is crazy.
Well, yeah, because it's probably because
Yeah.
of these tariffs.
Yeah.
You know, and so what he's going to do? He's
What-
hurting their economy.
Carter,
so
what you
they're going to
just
be
said,
forced.
I agree with
That's
you.
what Japan
you
did
just
to us.
said.
Hey,
no,
Matt,
it's
I got something for
Said
you,
it
Matt.
better than I could.
I got something for you, Matt.
So China's going to be forced to come to the table.
Yeah, Gil has officially lost it.
Gil has officially on air.
Hey, bro.
Gil lost it.
It's construction games, bro. Construction games.
You're not at work. This is what you guys do on the job.
Yeah, of course. We'll go farther with a tape measure, bro. Let's see.
Yeah.
It's construction games, bro. Give me that camera, Chris.
You
Come
guys
on,
have
man.
way too much time on your hands in the
Give me that-
Palisades.
That's your camera. You're gonna move it out.
You know, that's what Japan did to us.
What?
I think my
They
dad
put a tape
explained
measure
it.
to us.
No, so like when we bombed Japan after
Yeah.
well, you know, like we did it then too. We did overkill. You know, we dropped those two bombs back to back. We didn't
Yeah.
hit military. We hit cities.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
hit where? No, imagine them dropping between NoHo to North Hills. You hit communities with those bombs. You
You
didn't
North
hit.
Hills alone. Just leave
My
North
bad.
Hills.
Imagine them hitting North. Imagine them hitting Scott Valley, North Hollywood, fucking
Hey, oh,
Mission Hills.
Yeah, yeah. Don't even bring my city up, homie. We fighting back.
Okay. They didn't drop those bombs on military. They hit
No.
cities, and
Yes.
and so
Hey, caller, appreciate the call, bro.
Japan-
Hey, good looking out, Carl. Those are good
sir.
questions.
Oh, he's got all right. Making sure.
Oh, Japan was smart enough to realize they play the long game. Well, who designed the first TV? I believe Hitachi or Zenith was a Japanese company. I believe that's how it started with, okay, we're going to kill you with TV. We're going to design probably one of the things that you guys need the most. Little by, who was it?
I don't think they designed it.
It was the Japanese.
Scottish engineer John Baird.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. It's a
Well,
Scot,
but
bro.
the Japanese design, the Japanese sold us. I believe it was the TV, right? The first one.
He invented. Scott
Okay.
Baird invented
But
TV.
one of the Japanese companies, long story short, sold us one of these devices that
TikTok, bro.
that we needed. No, not TikTok.
Sony.
This is learning history.
Condoms?
So they sold it.
They won't make no money on Mark.
So the long game, they get us back by this. Like we can't drop a bomb. We're obviously not physically or military. Like in other words, Canada too. Keep fucking with a peaceful kind of country. They'll get you on some other way that takes the long hustle. Like you were saying. Remember, Drupal used to tell me when this started. China probably infiltrated us this way a long time ago. They've been coming here
Oh, yeah,
for
they
a
have.
while.
Yeah,
And so they've been getting
And a
us.
shitload
They're
of
not
them
going to
came
drop
during
a
the Biden-
nuclear
Biden-
bomb.
No,
They're going to get us on the long haul with
Yeah.
over taxes and tariffs and shit
That's
like
what
that.
I'm talking about. Go
Japan's
get
been
those
doing that.
motherfuckers
China's been around
too.
for
You know?
thousands of years.
Yeah, they have the patience to wait.
Okay.
14
Anybody that
family
comes here
generations.
that wants to hurt us, we need to get them out of here.
Let's get back to what we're pivoting to. We're pivoting to the gentleman who,
Can we hear the story of that again?
yeah, I'm giving it to you right now. If you ever zip it. Zip it when he says it. Even when he does it, he
I feel like I got smacked at the table on that.
has to. He has to. He has to. Just for a second. It's hard. It's hard for him, bro.
We'll
He's the beef jerky,
take
Paul.
the beef jerky home.
He's the beef jerky.
Yeah, you're not going to get beef jerky.
Okay, so the young man who was 18 years old, he was in a car with his homies. The cops were chasing them. They ran out of the car. He was by a trash can or something. It seems like he dropped the gun beforehand. One of the cops said gun. They fired off him. They killed him. I want to say a day later, the dad goes, he finds one of those officers that shot his son, and he ran him over, bro. I think he ran him over or he shot, but he killed him. And then he hurt another officer. So now the big debate is, was his father wrong or was he a hero? Go ahead, Matt.
I mean, I don't fuck with the cops myself, but I think that I would. I can't knock the dad for doing that, especially if my son dropped a gun and you still killed him. I mean, a parent's going to respond aggressively. And I think, as we've seen being from LA, cops do act like that. They are overzealous and they do kill innocent people.
Yeah, but where's the responsibility of the young guy, bro? I get it. Listen, as
No,
a
you're right,
parent,
you're right,
I
you're right,
get it,
yeah.
But to me, is this?
But to kill someone is final.
Yeah, but if I'm running after you, if I see a gun,
Yeah,
first
but
of
you
all,
said he dropped it, correct?
that's what they're saying. But
Oh,
at,
okay.
at the end, if you're a cop, you hear gun, fool, these fools are gonna bust.
No,
you.
you're right. You're right. I mean, you're right. We are from LA. We grew up with the crash.
I think that's the problem with the street life nowadays, as far as like rules and regulations. You got too many woke fucking gangsters.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be a gangster. He's driving around with a strap. You run away from the cops. There's a chance you can get shot
know
and
what's
killed.
funny?
How old was this kid?
18.
It's funny you say the woke gangster because the other day I got pulled over. Me and Heather had got pulled over coming on what is it, Roscoe, where it turns into the coming back from Tahunga down Roscoe. We're about to get on the 5 freeway right there.
Oh yeah, right there.
So the
Sun
cops-
area.
Yeah, no, it's Sun Valley. It's like it's
All right, let's get the story.
The cops hit a bitch.
Right.
The cops hit a bitch.
little bored.
The cops
I mean,
hit
hanging out.
The cops hit a bitch and got behind us, and I'm still remembering from like the 80s, 90s.
90s, bro. 90s. You were a little kid, bro.
Were you traumatized?
Well, no,
You're a little kid.
you grew up enough to know that, hey, officer, I'm about to reach for my wallet. I don't
yeah,
ever.
of course.
We never.
Yes.
We're not gonna indict some. Oh, I reached for a wallet. You're supposed to just know.
Yes.
We grew up in a time where I'm like, officer, I am reaching for my wallet.
Yes.
Put my hands on
Yeah,
the
and I'm like slowly going into the dashboard, like, because in our day, if you fucking reach for the wall, you'll get shot. And there was none of this fucking Title 15 ACLU preachers.
I rolled
in the
down all my
street.
windows in my truck.
Immediately.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
rolled down my
Roll
windows.
down my window.
Immediately.
Put my hands
But
on
yeah.
the thing.
the thing is this, I've said,
Woke gangsters.
if you got to, this woke gangsters, they want to, if you got a strap, fool, take the strap, whatever, go to jail for the gun.
Yeah.
Go to,
Here's, you know what? Here's the
I
thing,
think
though.
that-
None of us really know what happened there. We know what the press has said that you know, we would have, just like that kid, that the black kid stabbed the white kid in Texas, and you know, everyone's all fucking going crazy over it. None of us really know what happened there, so it's hard to make a judgment.
well,
on
no, we know.
If this kid was running and dropped a gun,
Yeah, but we know it was a high speed chase.
If someone came in your house and you shot him in the back, right? You're still going to jail because they're going to say it wasn't an immediate threat at that second. He was trying to get away.
But this was
Right?
an
But we
actual
don't-
high speed chase. They're chasing the
And
guy.
usually
pull
you
over.
run from the cops, you get caught, you get your ass kicked.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's about it.
What's the
You know what I
record,
mean?
Bill?
Yeah, you don't
your
get
ass
shot.
kicked, you know, but you don't
My
get
record's like
shot.
about
Yeah, because you're
12
running
I
away.
don't really know what happened there, so I
All the way
can't
to the
make
window,
a.
bro.
Shut the
I
fuck
can't make
up.
a
Sorry,
thing on
Drew.
it, you know?
Sorry.
Just
You
trying to
killed
get to the
it.
window.
God damn, you took it from me. I was on it. Sorry, Drew.
Hey, but see,
But I think the dad was wrong, but I understand.
What
Yeah,
if-
that's
what
what
if
I was
the
trying to
cops-
say. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: what if the cops just did this fool dirty?
Yeah, they
and
could have did
killed him
that.
in
They
cold
probably
blood,
knew
right?
who he was.
Then-
We don't like this
then
fucking
the dad's
kid.
in the right.
Yeah.
But what if he did pull out a gun? Why they were, you know what I mean? And it's basically not a bad shoot or whatever
Yeah.
they say. Then the dad's in the wrong. But you like, we have to know exactly
what's
what
actually gonna
happened before
happen.
we can even make a judgment.
You have an expensive tape measure. These are the
I
ones
just want
behind
to
the
hit
counter.
that thing. I want to
These
hit
are the ones behind the counter at Home Depot, not the ones that all the paisas and everybody
someone in
gets.
the
This is a serious.
That's a serious
That is
fucking.
heavy duty tape.
bro. You ain't gonna make it.
What is that?
You're gonna make it.
Adamantium Wolverine metal right here?
You got like a foot.
12 feet.
Hey, Mohawk, I
Come
got
on,
20
come on.
push-ups,
You got
so
another
ain't gonna
foot.
make
You
it.
got another foot.
You
can
know
do
what
it.
Droopy said? I'm not taking that.
You're not taking it? You're not taking it?
I think he's gonna make it.
You're a
Unfortunately,
fag.
12.5.
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, this is actually what goes on in American children.
Yeah, right.
No, I
As I come out of the bathroom, I tell my wife, "Hey, baby,
I agree with you, Drew. I don't agree with Drew. I don't agree with it, but I understand it.
trucha for the Fresno Bulldogs on the wire."
The
homeboy.
shroud, fire, past the linea.
Trucha, trucha. Get rid of qualified immunity, and cops will conduct themselves more humane. That I agree with.
Yeah, I agree with
that I
What is
agree
qualified
with.
immunity?
Because right now, if a cop just says, "I fear for my life,"
Yeah, that's all they
immunity.
have to say. They have
They
to
have to have immunity. I think.
Yeah.
I think that should be taken away.
But how do you
one,
prove that though?
Because
A
sometimes
cop could just say,
They're
"I
all
want to
aware
shoot a
of it.
motherfucker."
No, it's like this. I saw a shooting about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
The guy's behind the fence. The fence is like where the wall is right there. It's like a 3 foot, 36, 42 inch height little fence. There's 7 cops, bro. The guys with the knife. They're like, drop the knife. And he hasn't even hopped over the fence yet.
So he's
And
no
they
one
popped
living
him,
in
bro.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Like, if that was one of their they gotta treat them like if it was one of their family members, one of their cousins that get drugged.
Yeah.
And a lot of times these cops are scary, bro. They are. They're scary. They're
Well, you know
But
what?
that's why most of them
what
get
I
the
was gonna
job.
say earlier. Like we'll take my neighborhood for instance, and a lot of neighborhoods, same shit. people that grew up in the valley, they know like, oh,
Yeah.
don't go there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Between
Or
Plumber-
go there,
between
get your
Pl-
shit and get
between
out.
Plumber and
whatever.
Rockford, drive
So
through
now
quick.
this kid grows up knowing this, and now he becomes a cop. And they put him to work there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
To
This dude's
infiltrate
gonna
his
be
own area.
scared. He's gonna be nervous. He's gonna be the one that shoots someone
Yeah.
quicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because he has a background.
they need to put people from these areas working in these areas, people that know people. You know what I mean? And they need to train.
There's
them
that guy on YouTube. Is it still Brazy? One of the reporters. He there's a guy in Linwood that works in the the Imperial Courts.
Yeah.
The bald Latino guy. He grew up there and he's real friendly and he's able to
Yeah,
navigate.
he's not scared to walk around.
But it's still, I feel like it could be a problem also because the people are not going to want you. They're looking at you more like you're betraying the community when you do these type of
Sometimes,
jobs.
but a lot of
Do you
people
think it
don't
would help
too.
on Langan? You think it would help in your area if
Yeah.
if it was a cop from your area that grew up with you guys?
Unless he was an asshole and he just wanted to get everybody. You know what I mean? But
Well,
like,
what have you guys done? You know damn well you guys aren't the nicest.
yes, we are. We have good,
Hey, but
good,
I-
good
Customer service,
customer
please.
service.
I
over
think
there.
it comes down to responsibility on both sides. I understand what the father did, but he just destroyed his life.
Yeah.
If he has any other,
His
kid,
life was
he-
destroyed already, man.
yeah, but if he has other kids,
Yeah,
you got,
they destroyed those kids'
Yeah, you
lives.
destroyed those kids' lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and that guy's gonna
It's
have
an
a
echo- it's a
hard
domino
time, bro.
effect.
He's gonna have a hard time,
Yeah.
dude, with all them
Here's
hoodas.
the
But
thing, that thing is good. Well,
Oh yeah, yeah.
cops
Because you're
ain't
the
got
cop
like them,
killer,
that's
so
for sure.
yeah, all the
you-
rest of the
you
cops.
should have seen him in the
Oh,
court.
yeah.
There was like 35 cops in the courtroom, bro.
Yeah.
And he's walking by all of them, and they're all mad dogging him. He's
Oh,
mad
yeah,
dogging
they
them,
want to
too.
get him up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
bro,
they will.
They will.
They will get him.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Boo Boo's got a topic.
Oh shit.
What?
What was that topic?
Oh damn. That was the one for the parade.
Oh yeah,
That's
there
right.
you go.
Oh my god.
Read that,
For
Chris.
the
Read that.
military
Bring that up earlier.
parade. What do
Oh,
you
yeah.
think about that?
So
Oh, okay. I'll start it off. I think that they say it's going to cost upwards of $45 million.
40, and where cities is going to be in?
Probably Washington, D.C.
Washington D.C. and they're going to do a. So it's kind of like what Russia did back in the
That's
what was
Russia
it the 80s or 90s.
Mexico does. The Chinese do
lot
it.
of
The
people
Koreans
do,
do it. They flex their military might.
France
Oh, that's
do
cool.
it too. Yeah.
Didn't he also just sign the thing? The Supreme Court backed him up on his ruling about no trans in the military, correct?
Hotline.
Going down with Pakistan and India, huh?
I know I haven't
Man.
heard anything from them for a minute, but I know about a week ago they were
Yeah.
getting ready to jump it off, homeboy. They had the dorms unlocked. They're ready. Everybody was suited and booted.
No, I seen the videos earlier. I guess India strike first on Pakistan this morning.
No way.
Oh shit! I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, they did.
That won't be good, homie. That will not be good.
They're both nuclear countries, right?
Yes,
yeah, they're
they
both
are.
nuclear countries.
Yeah.
They might blow each other up. I hope not.
Yeah, Chris can look it up. Yeah, Chris can look it up right now if you guys want. There's videos out there of India shooting missiles.
They stay. Look, getting Chris to work, homie. They stay. Let's see.
going on strike.
So, what do you think about Trump's celebration and bringing out the army and all that for his birthday?
Oh, it was a strong statement.
Yeah, but I
For other countries?
I don't agree with that. $45 million, bro. Like
It's a lot of money.
you're complaining about $1,000, but for this birthday, you're like, yeah.
The short string.
Yeah,
But why
but
would
it's
it
like the-
cost so much to do a fucking parade?
because to get the military information,
Transporting them, but
that's a
44
lot, bro.
million?
To
That's
get
a
all
lot,
those,
man.
if you're doing like what they
You need to
did,
put Doge on that shit. They can clean that shit up.
Not for his birthday. There's no budget to
No
that.
Doge
bro.
for the birthday party?
No Dodge for the birthday party, bro.
Like, do you think people are complaining about it, like saying that he looked like a dictator doing that?
Of course. Oh no. The liberal media will run with it. Look at him flexing his
Yeah.
mind. They'll throw pictures of Hitler when they're
Oh, yeah, when they
marching.
did it.
Bro,
Yeah.
but that argument is so dead because if that's the case, why
Why?
would the guy be the president?
Well,
no one wants to
didn't
hear
he
it.
just threaten to take over Greenland and Canada?
No.
And now he wants to do a military
He made him
parade?
an offer they couldn't refuse. Big difference, bro. It's a big difference. He's a gentleman. What do you think? We're some savages? Some savages, baby.
That was a good one.
Oh yeah.
What's up, caller?
Hey, Gil, another topic, guys, we're talking about just right now about like the police officers, being in their own communities because you get to know the people, you grow up with the people.
Yeah.
If you really see the history from back in the day, back in the 50s or 60s or whatever era, right? It was really like that. Like people from the community will police themselves, you know what I'm saying? And there was a better communication than just random officers.
For
and
sure.
I think that's why we're out of touch, with us and
Well,
police officers.
we've also like drawn a hard line with officers, and I think that some people, certainly some more communities than others, they raise their children to hate cops, bro. And you can't do that. You don't have to trust them. You got to respect them. And you can't just sit there and say, nah, bro. They're what's stopping that guy from breaking into your house and just robbing your whole shit, bro. Let's keep it 100 because people, even people who audit them, shout out to the auditors. I trip on the auditors that talking all this shit, but when somebody touches them or hits them,
I'll call a cop. Yeah, they call them right away.
Yeah. The people that audit the cops are the first ones to call them.
Cops are like any other group of people. Cops are like any other group of people. You got
Auditors.
fat ones, skinny ones, asshole ones.
Yeah, you got plenty of
cool ones.
assholes, bro. You got
You
plenty
know what
of
I mean?
assholes.
But the assholes, it's bad because they got so much power. They can take our freedom
That's
or
the
even
problem.
kill us.
Yeah.
You know, that's why maybe
So I
they
think
need
it's
to
not
also do a
respect-
better job of weeding their own
I
bad
think
out.
it's not respect
And the
we have
trust
for the
thing
cops.
might be
It
better.
is, unfortunately, it is fear. It's a different type of fear. So a
Hell
lot of people
yeah.
don't respect the cops. They fear them.
If I'm driving
It's
and I
not
see
like-
a cop car, I just turn off on a side
It's
street.
not
and let
like
that
Andy
fool go,
Griffith. I think
and then
the
I'll
caller,
get back on the street.
he's referencing like the Andy Griffith era, where like the sheriff of Mayberry, everybody knew his name and knew what he wanted for cherry pie on the weekend.
Yeah, and he never carried a gun.
Even if there was a sheriff of Mayberry, we've come through so much with law that we don't
I ain't scared
respect
no
them.
cops, bro.
We're scared of
no
them.
cops, bro.
I fuck the police.
Yeah, I'm like, fine. I know I ain't breaking the law. I know I ain't got no dope on me. I know I
Yeah.
ain't got no imps.
Yeah, so don't treat me like that.
Yeah, bro. Like, nah.
Don't pull me over and fucking rip my car apart.
Yeah.
Hey, Gil, one more thing, and then I'll let you guys go.
Yeah, sure.
You guys can do the episode. I want to give you a lot of credit for calling in. When that caller called in, disrespected your guest, and you're apologizing to your guest.
Oh, for
When
sure,
the
bro.
200 with the boys.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
says a lot. That says a lot, though. Just keep that in mind. That was not cool. Your guest being disrespected
that
right
was
there.
not cool at all,
Who's he talking
bro. Some guy who called in during Dusty Vision. I think I know who he is too. And he lost his shit. Starts calling him the B word, this and that. Like, pretty
Oh,
much,
damn.
you want to run the fade, like, bro. That you just lost the argument. When you start disrespecting people like that on a political realm, then you just completely lost the argument, and that's why people look at us in a certain way. These guys can't be civil. We gotta be civil to move forward, bro. Hey, but I appreciate that comment. I appreciate the call, homie.
No problem, Gil. Got to go back to Coca-Cola. So
That's all right.
Yeah, Pepsi, homie.
I would say Pepsi.
Bang, huh? He's one to bang.
I think the Supreme Court held up what he said about the trans thing in the military. That's shut down now. No more.
Okay.
So you can't have trans in the military?
I think they're shutting it down.
Why?
The birthday party, bro. You know what? If Trump invites us to the birthday party, bro, let's throw it, bro.
I'll pull up in a tank.
I'll be in a tank all of a sudden.
I'll be in a tank with a Soda logo on the fucking turret. And a
Hotline. What you got?
Stock 33, you're welcome.
Oh, yeah, Stock 33.
Yo.
What's going on, player?
What up?
What's going on, player? Hey, man, it's a pretty crazy statement you guys were bringing up about that guy that ran over the police officer and stuff, over his son and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know if you guys seen the video though. Now they're trying to use that because he was trying to question the DA and telling him about the mental status, So I know they're gonna go based on the mental status now after that,
Yeah.
But it's pretty crazy. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Like, this is gonna show the people out there that we gotta be careful with the cops now, man. It's gonna give them a little bit more authority because they're gonna play that fair part that they could stuff like this is gonna happen to them. You know what I mean? Especially when they do stuff like that out there, to the people.
Yeah, but the thing is this.
That's right.
I mean, even as a criminal, you have to know how to conduct yourself, fool. Like, straight up.
I agree. I totally agree.
Criminals have become so woke that they still think they're in the George Floyd era where I can sit there and say, hey, nah, homie, there's a new sheriff in town. This new sheriff is going to let them bust on you. If you got a strap and you know you got it,
comply.
Bro,
Hands up, drop the gun.
I got a gun right here, man. I'm like this. I'm not running. I'm like this. Even if the cop sees you grab his right throat, they're gonna shoot you, bro. They're gonna shoot you.
I'm running.
the era
I ain't
most of us
grabbing
grew
for
up
that
in.
gun.
Yeah, they're gonna
I'm
shoot
running.
you. And I don't know what part of this it's lost in the hood where these young cats think they can do this.
They call the ACLU
You're
real
gonna
quick.
get
Come on.
shot and killed, bro. These guys ain't playing out. They're not risking their lives for you.
But what I always tell people,
But
Go ahead,
it also depends where you grew up around, Gil. Because not everywhere the police conduct themselves like that. You know what I mean? They only conduct themselves in certain areas. They really conduct themselves like that. You know what I mean? Because I've been in other.
Caller. If you play with a gun, I don't know who teaches gun ethics is gun ethics wherever you are.
Etiquette.
If you're gonna etiquette, if you're gonna fuck around with a gun, you can get shot. So don't have a gun if you don't know what comes along with it. That's why I tell people, just because you can legally have one doesn't mean you should. There's a lot of dumbasses who shouldn't have access or own a firearm because you don't understand what comes along with it. Yeah. If I reach for a gun or even have one on me, like Gil said, in Los Angeles and most of California, I'm putting my hands as far as I can away from that weapon and saying, backing up, sir, please, it's in the waistband, don't shoot me. because you can.
Hey, you know what, bro? And I'm gonna tell you something. You might do that, but I'm gonna tell you what I do, bro. Me, I go by South Central Audit, bro. Me, the phone, I'm recording all the time. Like if I see a police pulling up or something, I'm gonna record them, bro, because that's the only way we the people is gonna hold them accountable to their stuff. You know what I mean? That's why I tell the people, like, dude, you gotta know you're right and wrong, and you guys are right. If you guys have a blammer out there, like, hey, bro, like, you know what's gonna come with that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
They're looking for a reason, bro.
Yeah.
You're
right
looking
to film too. You're right.
I mean, if you have access to film, most of the time, I'm not even trying to touch
you know
my
what?
phone
Most
to
of the
film because
cops
them
got
cops are that
cameras
bad.
on them now
No,
too.
but-
And I
but he's
think
right.
Man, bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Me, myself, and I. I'm gonna tell you something. Me, myself, and I, bro. I have my phone in my hand. No lie, bro. Every single time, bro, I'm out here. I leave my house because I know that what I do, bro, out here filming the police and shit, holding them accountable to the max. Especially for the people, bro. When they see me, then fucking be like, they want to have that opportunity for me to fail. Straight out, bro. You know.
And he's got a target. South Central Audit's got a target because he's out there. And to me, listen, sometimes, like I said, I just don't like the guys, and you ain't that one. There's a guy from New York, bro, that he goes out and just films people, and then after that starts calling them out of their name. Like, bro, there's no need for that shit. Like, you know, I think they're just looking for a reaction.
That's why I told you the other day, like, it's a difference between, like, for me, bro, if the cop is right there, I'm going to be right there. Right. For me, it's like that. To me, that, like, I want them to make sure that there's a guy out here with a camera holding them accountable, make sure they do their shit right, bro. Because it could be your tío, it could be your brother, it could be your cousin behind that cop car, bro. Absolutely. And when they're searching your stuff, bro, and they put that little hokey dokey in there, you want somebody to be watching, bro, straight out. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you, player. I appreciate that's what this
Hey, but I appreciate you, player. I appreciate you guys bringing up this subject about the people, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate what you do. South Central Audit, homie. Check them out.
Hey, Moises, thanks for handing out the memberships, dog.
Hey, there's another one down there. Go down to the super chat. We just missed. Hey, $10 super chat. Like top 33rd. Thanks for whoever got me a membership.
Right, there it is.
Moises, homie. That was Moises.
Hey, what just happened right now?
What happened, bro?
Come on.
You okay?
No, I mean, was that another auditor?
Yeah, it's an auditor. South Central Audit.
Okay.
He's a good guy, homie. He's my homie. Right?
Okay.
You don't like him or what?
No, I was just saying, like, I mean, that's like.
What you saying, bro? So what you saying?
Like, what happened that you need to constantly do that?
Hotline.
I don't even grab a phone.
His ass.
What are you doing that you need to cover your ass?
Hotline.
What's going on, good brother Cholo?
What's going on?
New
Talk
York,
to us.
man.
Homeboy, New York in the building, homeboy.
Years, Craig in New York.
I always got to check in. What's the topic tonight? Because I'm going to chime in, whatever the topic is.
Jalen Brunson.
What's his name?
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
Who's Jalen Brunson?
The star of the Knicks.
The basketball player?
Yeah, New York did that. Yeah. They came back.
Yeah, that was a game.
Yeah, well, you know, we do for one. But you said something about the last one. I kind of agree with that. What you just said. You know, a lot of these young kids, like, they don't know that we're in like serious times. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm from Brooklyn. These cops really are scared of minorities. And this is what I mean by just because somebody shoots you doesn't mean like they're like let me try to explain this without being too long. Like, a lot of times these cops are scared. Like me, I'm 42. I got 21-year-old twin sons. So I taught my sons how to conduct themselves, how to act, anything like that. And that gentleman that did that to that cop, listen, I'm gonna say it like this. Because I know somebody whose son got shot by the police. His son didn't die. And he was explaining to me, he said, listen, you don't know how you are until you're in that situation. He said it could be a cop, it could be anybody. If your child get killed, you don't know how you're going to react. Because he said, you know, the man would tell me when his son got shot, all type of crazy stuff was going through his mind. And I agree with you, man. You know, people, listen, these cops, they're on edge. They got a green light to do that and stuff like that. But, you know, it's been a lot of shootings going. Like, I'm on the East Coast. Cops get shot all the time over here. Like a 14-year-old kid in Newark, that's not too far from where I'm at. He killed the cop. The cop ran down, 14 years old, killed him. And then in Georgia, they always shooting cops outside of Maryland. Yeah, so cops been getting shot lately. So now these young people got to learn how to conduct themselves. And I mean by conducting themselves, just like the gentleman right there with the tattoos said, he made a great point. Yo, you just put your hands up, back up. Yo, you just comply. That's it. I'm gonna say something. I'm not trying to tell nobody, because I work, marry kids, all that. So I ain't trying to tell nobody how to break the law.
back in the day, we all cut our corners. And one thing I used to do hustling, I used to buy the construction work vest. I used to buy a hard hat.
Yeah.
You're a fool. That's right.
And, and ride around, and they used to look at me, and the cops used to, I used to have a trunk full of drugs, and they'll look at me like, hey, man, you're doing a good job, boy. I look at them like,
And we all know if you bug the cops, if you taunt them, if you fuck with them, they're going to respond too.
Also, don't act scared of them when they see you. Don't act scared.
But look,
that's
here's
like a magnet.
I like that you said that. There's a lot of things that, like, if you go and fuck with the cops, they're going to respond too.
Yeah,
so don't fuck with the cops. See, there's people that want to audit them, like you said, and film them all the time. Well, that causes them to act retarded
people
also.
that go fucking with them all the time.
And the people that do that, no offense, but I'm going to say it. The people that constantly do that, you're probably the kind of person that's never been involved in criminal activity because you would know better than to shut your mouth and get the fuck out of there. And like I said, comply, put your hands up, because as a criminal, it's my job to get away from you. It's not my job to be on your radar. You want to be on a cop's radar, well, and you got a gun or some dope, well, then you should be fucking, hey, dog.
Yeah, absolutely. Bro.
I don't care if you're from South Central, wherever you're from. You know, you don't go fucking with cops. You don't go filming them. You don't go up in their bumper.
No, but dude that called, he said when they like pull him over or
but he's
whatever
known
it
for
is,
filming
that
the cops. He's known for
film
getting on their bumper and filming them all the
one
time.
of them dudes that are like, I don't got to give you no ID.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do
He's
that.
one of the,
You know,
imagine this.
some of that shit's
imagine
too much,
this.
yeah.
Imagine this. Hey, what are you doing right there? What did that person like? Man, I'd be like, homie, get out of my face, dog. Come on now, grow up.
Yeah.
Tell me how you really
yeah,
feel.
but listen,
That's
hey,
how I
check
feel.
this out,
Go
Mister.
ahead.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say one more thing, man. I ain't trying to hold y'all up. There's a it was, I think it was in Connecticut. If you Google and try to find it, I'm sure you could find it. This white lady went in the police station and was shooting in the police station, and they ain't doing yeah, they were just. Did you see that video?
No.
Did they kill her?
No, they didn't. But the whole point I'm trying to make is like cops been getting in business like the past year or so. They really have. Like, they don't put everything on the news, but you know, like I said, cops are professional, and just because they can be violent and use excess force, no, they gotta have some decorum too, because they are considered professionals. Like, you're going to see a doctor, so it goes both ways. If you're breaking the law, listen, sometimes listen, that comes with breaking the law. You getting caught. Like,
Yeah, it's part of the game.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
that's what I don't like. If you're doing it, if you're doing something wrong, you get caught. Don't be crying about it. Don't be telling on your friends. Don't be doing none of that shit. Bro. Do your time. Like, sometimes it hurts. Sometimes a judge tells you, hey, you got 16 years, and it's not a good thing to hear. But yeah, man up and do it. You know, the same time with the cops, though, they have a very dangerous job, and everybody hates them. You know what I mean? So it's rough for them. So you know what I mean? But like I said earlier, you got good cops, bad cops. Unfortunately, when a bad cop does something, it just magnifies everything.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But there's a lot of cops. I have clients that are cops who come and get
and I'm not backing up cops.
and you would
either.
never even know that fool was a cop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just regular.
Hey, caller, appreciate the call from New York, homeboy.
Brooklyn.
hey, listen, put the dials up again. You gotta get some more dials up.
Some more dowels.
No, the dials are like all the characters you be making, the dubs and the other stuff.
Oh, the YouTube Yarda, bro.
Yeah, that's funny, man.
YouTube
That's funny,
Yarda's
man.
hot right now, bro. You got better fights than
Yeah,
YouTube
it's
Yarda than you did in boxing, bro.
You know what? Tune in
All right,
to
I'm gonna check.
the Hater World Saturday.
Yeah,
We'll be
Saturday
over
we'll be
there.
over there.
I'm sure we'll be talking about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check out the show, man.
I
Thank you.
appreciate you, brother.
Right on, New York.
Damn, they even know. Hey, Big Don's looking for you, fool. Big Don said he was giving you all the fucking commissary in the county. You were giving him the fucking special, bro.
Yeah, my bad, Big Don.
Damn.
Damn, Big Don. Hey, American Show, can I call in to address Mohawk Matt and what he did to me behind those walls?
Call in, John. Call in.
I'm not trying to have that
behind the walls, bro. Hey, yeah, right now we'll talk about it in a hater world. It's all the AARP guys, bro. And I turned to an AARP guy.
Oh, they send it to you?
I got 2 years,
AARP
50 and up.
Yeah,
50 and
AARP.
up, right?
It's that retirement, not retirement. When you get older, and
Association of Advanced Retired People.
as soon as I turned 50, bro, that thing came in the mail like this, bro.
Really?
Like awkward.
I didn't get none of that shit because I don't have a regular job.
No, but you were probably in the finta when you turned 50. I don't know. When did you turn 50?
That was so mean.
These are facts, bro. You still have to think about it.
I've been home for like 10 years.
No. Well, that's close. It's close. Yeah, when you turn 50, you get the AARP, bro. It's close.
I ain't get shit.
I got it, bro. And all the guys fighting.
The Aflac, you're gonna be cracking everywhere or what?
All the guys that are fighting on the YouTube yada right now, fool. They're all
AARP.
They're all more AARP. And again, it comes down to this. It kills me, bro. With all the clecha, you gotta go to the pinta to get that clecha. And they're all woofing like 14-year-old kids, bro.
Crazy.
It's crazy, right? Like, come on, boys, start acting like men. I mean, we call
They're not.
But you see, it's the thing that's they get more views. They probably get more money. You know what I mean? But they're already fucked. People don't like them anyway, so they don't give a fuck. They're gonna say whatever the fuck they say just to get more views.
Yeah,
they're gonna argue. They're gonna fight. They're gonna do all that shit because people will tune in for.
Well,
that.
I don't know. We're gonna go bang Hater World.
Hater World
homie,
on Saturday.
On Saturday, make sure to tune in, people. With that, start getting us with the outro music, Chris. We're gonna start getting out of here pretty soon. I appreciate you guys on the comment section. All you guys
That's
that are
right.
calling, doing our thing.
Yeah, thanks, Chad.
One love. Go ahead, give your shout outs to what you gotta do.
Shout out to everybody. Guillermo, I hope you feel better, man. Guillermo had it rough last weekend. Sup, Joe?
Quality over quantity.
My
That's
family.
right.
Yeah,
all the
No
homies.
shout out. None.
None.
No shout out?
None.
Only fans, girls.
Not even the
Sullen,
OnlyFans
Sullen.
girls?
Solon.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
shout out
right.
to
Yeah,
Uncle
huh?
Jeremy. What's up, Uncle Jeremy?
That's right.
Hi,
Everybody else, nothing else.
Tune into Haters World on Saturday about 6:30, somewhere around there.
Yeah, we'll pull up.
Oh yeah, tune in.
I got a special gift for a Hater World, bro. You'll see. I got a special gift that I will be.
What size t-shirts do you think he is?
That feels like a 4X, but 4 midget X.
Come on.
I was about to say part X.
It's 4 midget X, bro. They go like this and like, no, he's got to be like a
He's like a 2X.
XL.
I think it's a 2X.
Find out and let me know, will you?
Yeah, I'll hit him up.
Yeah, hit him up.
If
I'll
you
bring
bring
a
that, you're
couple.
gonna have to bring one for Droops and Opina too.
Fuck. I don't give a peanut shit, fool.
I've only got access to double X, so
Maybe
if they're
Drew,
double X,
maybe
I've only got
Drew,
access
man.
to double X.
All right, players. I appreciate
That's
you guys
right.
tapping in with us. Tomorrow's What's the Word? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Yep.
All praise to God, baby. Let's roll.
Tune in on Saturday.
Chicken wang, chicken wang.